Yo, yo, yo. What is up? What is up, guys? What is up? Fucking Monday. It's fucking Monday. Arguably one of the worst days of the week, at least I've been told. So why not stream? Why not stream on a Monday? No, I'm saying, what else? What else are you going to do on a Monday? Sleep? Yeah, right. That actually kind of sounds good right now. Okay. Our belly roast. The Eagles lose again. He might have to have a heart attack. Well, they probably are going to lose. Based on how the NFL is, and the whole Kelsey and fucking Taylor Swift shit. So, yeah, I mean, he's been crashing out the last like 2 weeks on his Instagram. So, yeah, it'll be funny. It'll be funny. And what's his face? Mike Klum is going to go film all that with him. So that should be good. That should be good. Ba, 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 ba. Oh man. What a day so far. By what a day, I mean literally nothing has been going on today. I don't really have anything planned too much for this stream. It's gonna be a very chill stream. I don't know, we might do some reaction videos. I'm not sure. I don't even know what to like react to, honestly. There's an individual I'm gonna be covering very soon that I kind of want to like get into a tiny bit. But for the most part, it's like I don't know. A lot of these streams are just very unplanned. You know what I mean? We are almost at 3,000 subscribers though, so that's pretty fucking sick. The big 3,000. It only took us 2 years, but hey, man, we're almost there. Dushi, what's up? Yeah, random stream. I just felt like streaming. I was really bored. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Just gonna pull up here, talk some shit, talk about some things, hang out. Probably won't be a very long stream though, because I have something planned later tonight, but I'll try to stay on for a bit. At least for a little bit. I'm also like trying to figure out this whole like fucking this whole like chat interaction shit. Like I can set like I can set some fucking goals here. Like there's a thing where you can like set a goal to like for donations and then it says share how you will celebrate this goal. It's like I don't know, fucking take my clothes off. Like like what the fuck kind of question is that? Um Yo, what up? What up? I'm busy right now, but I'm so sad I keep missing these streams. I fixed the issue of my phone not notifying me though. Nice, yeah. You're probably not gonna miss much tonight. We're just gonna be chilling. So nothing crazy. This isn't some big crazy stream. So yeah, just a chill stream, hanging out. I'm going over some stuff. Just gonna be going over some stuff, hanging out, doing my thing, doing my thing. Wonder if I can definitely do some stuff here. Oh shit, I can put wait, you can do this? Wait, does that appear on StreamYard? Probably not. But it probably appears during the live stream though, like the little fucking emojis. What's even the fucking point of that, bro? Set a goal. One super chat, and I'll fucking um I don't know, drink Water. Yo, that's a pretty fucking solid goal. That's a pretty fucking solid goal. All these streamers, they promise you guys like fucking like extra content. Not me though. You planning on continuing the Resident Evil at some point, or still the Rage hiatus? I don't know if I'm gonna get back into Resident Evil because I kind of, dude, I just wasn't even like it pissed me off that bad. It's just I kind of moved on to like other games now. Like tomorrow, obviously, some of you guys don't know, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out. So I'm going to be like heavily into that game right now. I'm doing a playthrough of Asura's Wrath. So that's also been taking up my time. So, but yeah. Lobster Baby, what's up? What's up? Anushi with the $2 donation. Okay, sick. Okay, I guess I got to drink some water. Hydration. Thank you, Anushi, for the $2. Yeah, it's a great goal, right? Great goal. But yeah, I was just testing it out. I was just testing the super chat thing because I haven't done it before. Since I don't really like, a lot of these streams are just very chill. I don't really ask for much, or really, I don't really like, do any of these like polls and shit like that. But it's cool that they work. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, we can also talk about my upcoming video because it is something I want to talk about because like, I don't know, it's going to be interesting, the reception to it, because it's not really something that like I'm not like I don't really do this kind of content anymore where I just kind of criticize another content creator. Like if I do criticize a content creator, it's usually because they've done something like really fucking bad. But like back in the day, I used to just like make content on stuff that was cringy and stuff I just like was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about this because it's cringe or something like that. So that's obviously going to be my next upcoming video, is just kind of criticizing someone who I just find really cringy. And like, also like Borderline does talk about a bigger issue within like the VTuber community when it comes to like pedo baiting and shit. Not gonna lie, the our belly joke sounds funny. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I like me some good our belly jokes. Pretty much any joke when it comes to EDP, I think is pretty fucking funny. Did it for the meme. Yeah, there you go. Did it for the culture. That's what we're literally all about here. Is just the fucking culture, dude. Just the culture. I think honestly, if I'm gonna be real with you guys, I think I'm gonna go back to maybe doing like stream schedules. Like that one week where I was pretty much streaming like every night. I might have to do that because I low key want to get into streaming a lot more. I need a better computer, you know what I mean? Like this computer is good enough to get shit done, but like I need something that's good enough where I can like stream with a face cam with everything going on, be able to like run multiple things at the same time without my fucking CPU blowing up. Like I think streaming is a big aspect of my channel that I don't really like fully get into. Which is probably like it's obviously not my number one priority. Obviously, like making fucking YouTube videos is my number one priority. Well, in terms of life, it isn't. But like in terms of my channel, my number one priority is making videos. My number two priority is, community. I think that's also very important. Like trying to just keep in touch with things and make sure things are running smoothly, and really branch out to other content creators. And then number three is probably streaming. But I feel like number three being streaming, it should be up a little bit more. I think streaming is pretty important. Plus, let's be honest, in terms of like finances too, I think like you're probably at a better advantage to get like more money off of streaming than you are making YouTube videos. Like, yeah, you get money off YouTube videos, right? But like streaming, you have a chance to like get hundreds of dollars from people donating. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the crazy thing about streaming, is you could literally make more on streaming than you could making videos for the whole month. It really depends on the people that are watching you that day, right? Like some people are like, fuck it, I have a shit ton of money. Let me just throw it at this goober who are making YouTube videos for me, right? Like, you can get pretty lucky with that kind of shit. But like, that's obviously not the main point of my, like, that's obviously not my main motivation to do streaming, right? I actually just genuinely enjoy streaming. Like when I started making content, I was like really wanting to be like a Twitch streamer. But then after like doing Twitch streaming for like a year, I was like, this is fucking awful. No one's watching my shit. I literally streamed for a year, like on and off. Like it wasn't like consistent, but it was on and off. And I got like 20 followers, just 20 random followers over a year of streaming video games, where I was streaming like 2 or 3 hours every single time. So I was just like, yeah, I kind of gave up. And then obviously I made my YouTube channel. And then, it's much easier to make content on YouTube than it is Twitch. Twitch, it's almost impossible to build a community. It's like content creation, like smaller content creation on hard mode. Like YouTube, yeah, it is tough to like get big. Obviously, it's like the most fucking saturated genre right now. The whole saturated industry, like anyone can grab a microphone and make fucking YouTube videos. You need like very basic editing knowledge and you can make some videos. But like at the same time, it is much easier to do it on YouTube where you have all these resources and you can catalog your shit. And algorithm's a lot better on YouTube than it is Twitch. And then you run over to Twitch because you're like, fuck it, I want to do some like gaming live streams and stuff. And then like you get like 20 followers in a year. You know what I mean? Like most people who blew up on Twitch blew up on other platforms or, TikTok really blew them up. Like clips of their streams on TikTok blew them up. So it's like, it's almost impossible to become a Twitch streamer unless you blow up on some other platform. So it'd be really nice if like YouTube ever added a feature so you can live stream straight off of your console onto YouTube. Like I know that's what Twitch does. If you boot up the Twitch app, you can literally live stream straight from your Xbox. Like I have an Xbox, but like for YouTube, it's like unless you have like an Elgato or like something to like hook up to your Xbox, which is going to cost you extra money, you can't really like stream gaming off your console on YouTube unless you have a third party connector or some shit. But yeah, YouTube's just much easier. Need that stream schedule for real. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I want to do a stream schedule. It's just like it's tough because like even like the idea of making YouTube videos. Obviously, if it was a perfect world, I'd be posting every single day, right? Like that would be awesome. Just being able to like post every single day. But some days, you don't feel like it. Some days you're too busy. Some days you genuinely feel like you have nothing to talk about. So it's like in terms of streaming too, it's like yeah, like, I want to stream every single day, but sometimes I just feel like I don't have time or I don't really have the effort to stream. I'm not saying streaming's hard, right? It's really not that fucking hard compared to everything else in life. It's really easy. But like, some days you're just kind of like, mentally I don't really want to get on here. And if you're mentally tired and you don't want to stream, it's just gonna make for a shitty stream, right? Like you're just gonna be low effort and people are just gonna be like not vibe. Like essentially you gotta kind of carry the vibe of the stream, right? If you're like fucking depressed and you're not really talking, the stream's not going to do very well because the chat's not really going to be into it. No one wants to come sit here, listen to a half monotone person talk for fucking 4 hours reacting to fucking war crime videos. You know what I mean? You can do that. I've done it before. I did it from the PS4 though. Yeah, it's a lot tougher, man. What kind of content would you post on days without any drama to talk about? I don't know, man. There's usually like that's the thing about YouTube is like there's usually stuff to talk about. I feel like in terms of videos, like you can always post a drama video. There's always some going on. Like right now, it's the fucking Ethan Klein versus Hassan drama. Ludwig is now getting involved because he's a fucking massive hypocrite. There's all this political stuff. Like if you really want to, right? If you really want to, politics are a huge fucking thing right now. All you gotta do is just talk about current like political stuff, and you'll probably get a shit ton of views on YouTube, right? Like that's kind of the normal climate. Like make a video talking about some very like low effort political takes, and you're definitely gonna get viewership, right? So, but for me, it's like I don't know if there's no drama and there's nothing I really want to talk about. Maybe like on days I'll do like a story time, or I'll do like a cringe video, or I don't know, I'll talk about something. Like I always find something to talk about, but there's some days where I'm just like, I don't really like it feels like there's nothing to talk about, but you just take like 5 minutes to look on YouTube or Twitter, you'll find something. I think I actually feel sorry about Edie Punk. From what I can determine, he was fat his whole life and got bullied. He was treated like crap by women his whole life, either rejected or led on repeatedly. Yeah, I mean, I can understand the sympathy aspect of it. But like me personally, I don't really have sympathy for people like EDP. I feel like the thing I've learned in life is like some people just kind of don't deserve your pettiness. Like look at Boogie 2988. Everyone felt sorry for that guy for years, and he literally just fucking thrives off it at this point. Like it's his like fucking energy. He just thrives off people feeling bad for him. So it's like I don't really fucking care, dude. Like that's the thing. I just don't really care about EDP. I don't really care about many people who blatantly disregard children in order to like satisfy themselves or their own like fantasies. It's fucking gross. Like the moment we start being weak for these people, the moment they start taking advantage of it, right? Like that's they prey on innocence. So what makes you think they're not going to prey on your kindness? You know what I mean? So I just personally I don't really care about EDP. Like there was a point, I'll be completely honest with you guys, there was a point in my life when I was looking back at EDP and it was kind of looking like I was like I felt bad for him for the sake of like how does a dude do this to himself? You know what I mean? I didn't feel bad for him for the sake of feeling bad for him. I felt bad for him because he's a human, right? Like at the end of the day, he's still a human. But like, how the fuck does someone do that and ruin their life so bad to the point EDP has? Right? It's just that's how I feel bad. I don't feel bad about him. I just feel bad in general. You know what I mean? But he was literally stuck in high school, which is why he's stuck on teenagers. I don't know about that theory, but I feel like a good thing to bring up is definitely his porn addiction. I feel like his porn addiction has really like, you know, really fucking tanked his mental health and like, you know, his view on women, because I feel like porn subsequently makes you view women or men or whatever. It flows both ways, or whoever you're fucking watching. It makes them seem like they're just objects for you to like get off on. You know what I mean? That's kind of what porn does to people. And, you know, obviously I don't understand how that wouldn't translate to kids as well at some point. So especially if you're like addicted, right? Addiction to anything can force you to try to find a stronger addiction. Like being addicted to weed eventually kind of wears off to a point where you're just like, yeah, let me try something stronger. You know what I mean? So I feel like with EDP, you know, he's like, yeah, the stronger thing, you know, the thing that's I haven't explored yet is, you know, as you guys know, but it's, I don't know. More EDP cooking. Yeah. I mean, I know like recently he made another cooking video. By recently, I mean like a couple months ago. But I think for like 3,000 subscribers, I'm probably going to do another EDP cooking video. I haven't put it out yet. I probably should. I think this is like, I think I've hint at it before, but I think like I will probably do another like EDP cooking video. Because the first one did really well, to be fair. Like it wasn't like my biggest EDP video, but like I definitely had fun making it. You know, and the feedback was really good. It seems like a lot of people really enjoyed it as well. So, yeah, I'll probably make another one. Fuck it. Probably for like 3,000 subscribers, since we're like pretty much there anyways. We're like what 50 subscribers off or something. So, yeah, I'll probably make the newest one. I think he made like what ghetto tacos or whatever the fuck. Like he remade them. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that for 3,000 subs. I don't really know what else to do. Genuinely, I would like to do some like IRL streaming and shit like that. I feel like that would be really fun, but like I don't really have the proper equipment for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I hate Boogie now too. Yeah, just like people like Boogie and EDP, I just don't really care about. Honestly, didn't know who he was until 2020. His video we tired playing with your ass was actually funny as fuck. Then he got exposed, and now I can't stop watching him. I hate him, but I can't stop. I mean, I understand that. I mean, from like the standpoint, it's like, you know, I don't think people like genuinely viewing him is bad, especially if like they actually do genuinely enjoy his content. But like for me, like my mindset is like the people who like defend him, I think is kind of ridiculous because like they know what he did, right? If you want to watch his content, I mean, it's fucking up to you. I don't like personally, I don't watch it because like even though I think EDP, you know, even though I think EDP like is a fucked person and like I used to find him funny, and even like his most recent content is like somewhat funny, I just can't separate the art from the artist, I guess, if you guys want to put it in that fucking terms. I think when it comes to like like doing anything with children, I think like immediately you lose my support, you know, with most things when it comes to that stuff. So like I genuinely can't watch his content and enjoy it anymore. Cause like even his jokes now like just cringe me out because it's like, holy fuck, this is coming from the mouth of someone who wanted to hurt multiple kids, right? It wasn't just one, it was multiple kids. Right. So I'm like, I just genuinely can't watch his content. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's cool. Enjoy his content, I get, but you know, for me personally, I just can't separate art from artists, and I genuinely will not support EDP in any way, shape, or form. You know, like it's just one of those things. But I mean, if you watch him, you watch him. As long as you're not going out of your way to fucking defend him in comment sections, or you're just going to like blindly go after people just because they're roasting him or something like that. But just joined. Happy to be here. Welcome. Welcome. Was it Talon the Amazing? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We're just chilling, hanging out, just talking. I know, I feel like the streams are a vibe, like the videos are about what you talk about, and the streams are about just chatting about life and that stuff. Yeah, I feel like I don't really open up too much on the internet because I like to keep like part of my life private, obviously. But I feel like yeah, video has like a certain point to it, and like I don't really interact with my community as well in my YouTube videos compared to my live streams because my live streams are like where I'm actually reading comments live and I'm like just chilling, right? Like I'm just hanging out, talking to you guys, talking about just random shit. I think it's a good way just for like content creators to kind of like get involved with the community because I get to a better understanding of the people who watch me, and you guys get a better understanding of me. A lot of people might come to my videos with like ill intent, not knowing who I am, and just like leave a comment being like, "Fuck this dude, fuck this little bitch," blah 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 blah. And then like they join my live stream, they're like, "Oh damn, I didn't know you were chill like that." So it like kind of gives a better understanding of like like the kind of content I'm putting out. You know what I mean? But yeah. EDP is cringe. Yeah, like I mean his current stuff. Like there's sometimes I'll kind of laugh at a video. Like if I'm like watching a video of his, like if I'm like sometimes thinking about making a video or something, I'll watch like one of his more recent videos, and I'm like, okay, like the reason why I think EDP was funny to me to begin with is because the dude was just raw. And during that time on YouTube, that was like the huge thing, right? Like EDP was just kind of speaking his mind, even though it was fucking gross a lot of the times. You know what I mean? In time where, YouTube was kind of changing. I think that was around the time EDP was kind of big. It was kind of refreshing to see someone just like kind of spew their mind, not giving a fuck how they look on the internet. But then like the issue is like that kind of comedy is not as big as it is now. So like I watch some of his videos now and I'm just kind of like cringing. I'm like, he's trying too hard at this point. But some of his jokes I do find kind of funny. Like I still agree that he's a very charismatic person, especially being someone who's talked to him like behind the scenes and stuff like that. But like at the same time, he touches kids, so it's like I feel like one of these things aren't like the other. One of these things kind of outweigh one of them. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck EDP. That's why I still make videos about him to this day. If I had even an ounce of remorse for him, I probably wouldn't make these videos, but I don't, so I do. But to be fair, his content isn't even that good to begin with. I mean, yeah, I get like I fully agree. Like now, his content's kind of shit. Even back then, his content wasn't like amazing. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I wouldn't say it's like fucking S tier content like Filthy Frank and all these other guys who are doing like edgy content. But like he obviously became popular for a reason, right? But like his content now is shit. Obviously, like I feel like we all kind of agree that his content's fucking garbage now. But Duke Sparrow says, "Sup? What up, Duke Sparrow? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, bro. We're just vibing, dog. We're just vibing." I can't believe how he's consistently escaped the law. Usually, society is way harsher on ugly criminals. Yeah, I mean, that really begs the question of what if EDP was like a fucking 90-pound, good-looking girl, right? 90-pound, 20-year-old girl, right? Like, would it be a lot different? Probably. You know what I mean? I think even though EDP has gone away with a lot of shit, he has dealt with a lot of consequences when it comes to it. Like, obviously getting his YouTube channel banned, but dealing with some consequences doesn't mean that he's forgiven or it's been resolved. You know what I mean? A lot of these a lot of these issues he's had to deal with was because people were upset that he didn't get arrested, right? Like that's why a lot of people made his life a living hell. But at the end of the day, he has one destiny, and that's either something I'm not going to say on the stream or jail, right? Like his kidneys are bad or he's going to jail, right? I feel like no matter what, even though he's escaped the law so far, even though we haven't really gotten an update on the Kayla investigation, she's probably going to make a video. She's already said she's going to make a video. So we don't like have an update. I'm assuming the investigation is still going on. I haven't talked about it for like 11 months. I think that was the last time I talked about the investigation. But like, yeah, for the most part, he's escaped jail. But like a fucking what was it? A fucking bear pisses on the same tree or whatever the fuck the saying is. I don't fucking know. But he's gonna keep doing what he does. That's all he knows is to groom children. So he's gonna groom another child, unfortunately, and hopefully no content creators, no fucking clout chasers, nobody gets involved, and it's just straight to the police. Boom, bada bing. Something happens, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like every time EDP has been caught so far, something goes wrong. It's like a bad fucking omen with EDP. Anytime something happens, something goes wrong. Like with Gideon. Gideon got involved, it goes wrong. Chet Goldstein got involved, it goes wrong. Right? I don't know. I can't watch a video of EDP now without cringing. Yeah, it's kind of tough, especially like growing up. Obviously, I'm much older than I was when I used to watch EDP, right? So like obviously I don't find that kind of humor as funny anymore. I still like I said, I still find some of his jokes decently funny, but like I don't know, it just seems like he's trying too hard, and that's kind of like the mindset I think a lot of people have now. And obviously him being a predator kind of changes your outlook on a lot of his videos now, but I'm sure it could still definitely be big, but YouTube's strict rules shoot down that content now. Yeah. It's a lot harder, man. It's a lot harder to get monetized and get your videos. Like, obviously, you guys know Filthy Frank left for a reason, right? He started his music career, right? Like, a lot of that content, same with iDubbbz. iDubbbz went to, the polar opposite. You know what I mean? Like, making content about politics now and shit like that. So it's like, it's a definitely like if you do want to make that content, I'm sure you could, but you're not going to get much money or probably get as popular because, that kind of content isn't as pushed in the algorithm now. YouTube obviously wants like Mr. Beast clones and like, I don't know, kids content, fucking skibbity toilet content. That's kind of what YouTube pushes now. He's disgusting and he needs to get arrested. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, that's what needs to happen. But I think that's why Kick and Rumble are so big now. Like, there's still an audience for that. They can actually speak. Yeah. I feel like, especially in a day and age now where it's like so much is going on in the world, it's like I think a lot of people want to find someone who just speaks their mind. You know what I mean? Like, who don't follow like any sort of fucking programming or anything like that. They just want to find someone who just tells it how it is and speaks honestly. And I think that's just some like big demand now. Right. So it's hard to watch these like fucking child content creators and like other people who are like forced to be kids friendly because it's like, that's not actually them. Like, yeah, by all means, get that fucking bag, right? Like, I'm not criticizing people who want to get that bag. Go ahead. But like, it's hard to watch like someone like Nick A30 and stuff where they constantly don't swear and stuff. It's just like, yeah, you definitely swear. And yeah, obviously you could be more respectful on the internet. But I feel like people nowadays just want someone who's real and like just tells it how it is and gives their own personal opinions about shit without actually caring what other people think about their opinion, right? You have people who like do a video and then be like, guys, the r/YouTube Reddit is criticizing me, so I'm taking the video down. Who gives a fuck what people on Reddit have to say about you? Like, I saw his white parenting video, and your response, Plubius, honestly, I think too many poor parents, and especially black parents, are too quick to beat their children instead of talk to them. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? I know that's kind of like a stigma now where everyone's like, oh, people need to start beating their kids. But like, it has never led to anything proper. If your kids are being so misbehaving with you, where you have to resort to violence to teach them lessons and to teach them some sort of discipline, you have fundamentally failed as a parent. Right? I know tons of people who have kids who have super respectful kids that they've never even laid a hand on because they teach them proper morals and everything when they're young, right? But I feel like a lot of parents now just fuck off, give their kid an iPad, and when their kid starts misbehaving and being a little shit, they're like, yeah, I don't know how to discipline my kids, so I'm just going to start beating them. It's like, yeah, that sounds like great parenting. You know what I mean? And obviously, like the whole stigma of like black parents are beating their black kids and it makes stronger kids. I mean, I don't know how good of an argument that is, because I'm not getting into race theory or race anything here, but like, you know what I mean? I feel like, beating your kids isn't the best idea. You know what I mean? It really pushes a stigma of that's already placed upon black people about them being aggressive and violent. It's like, yeah, I'm sure beating your kids is definitely going to help with that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just don't really see the point of that, especially EDP. A lot of EDP's point were fucking garbage in that video. How he said how he got beat. So now, yeah, but like, look at you now. You're not a shining example on why you should beat your kids because he explains how he used to get beat by his parents and it sounds fucking terrible, right? She used to like beat him with cords and shit in the bathtub. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound good though. And you're trying to sell it to us like you need to start doing it. Like, bitch, you're the worst example to try to explain why we should start beating our kids. I guess that's the Peel. I only know him as the guy who records himself taking a shit. I just watch him to laugh at him, listen to whoever brain dead crap he feels. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, the way I found EDP back in the day is obviously his clips started blowing up. And so I was like watching some of his live streams and I like found his cooking channel and I was like, at the time I was like really into cooking stuff. So I used to watch his channel and stuff and kind of like, obviously make fun of him and shit like that. But like, I used to watch his cooking content and shit like that. But like, as soon as the sting operation happened and, all that stuff, obviously I was like, yeah, I can't fucking watch this guy anymore. At the time I didn't have a YouTube channel, right? Like, this was like before my time. But then like, I saw EDP make that fucking shit video about him talking about how he was set up and it was a bunch of bullshit. So I that was like one of my first. I think that was my first EDP video I've ever made, was talking about the how he was set up and how fake all the bullshit was, and how he was like claiming that it was like, he was there for a fucking movie interview or whatever the fuck. And so I made a video talking about that. And then, ever since then, I just don't really watch his content that much. Like, I watch it occasionally when I want to see like what's going on, but it went from like being kind of like funny poo jokes to being like actually weird and creepy. I feel like learning who someone is behind the scenes really changes your outlook on their content. You know what I mean? Like back then, he would make a shit joke as like funny, and then you realize, oh, he was actually sending shit pics to minors. Like that's when it's like, oh shit, so he's like actually kind of into that. Yeah, I don't want to watch that content anymore. That's fucking weird. I feel like now I'm part of his kink. You know what I mean? I'm being like, being shown his kink. I don't want to be fucking part of that, bro. I want to be a fucking part of that. We need to make edgy content great again. Yeah, it depends what you mean by that, though. I feel like even like edgy content needs to have some sort of limits. You know what I mean? Like I'm all about edgy content too. I think people should be able to say whatever they want, at least within the rules, I guess. Like you obviously can't spout crazy shit on this platform. Even back then, you couldn't really spout crazy shit because you have that apocalypse that took place with PewDiePie. But like, I feel like obviously edgy content should come back. I feel like people should stop being so fucking sensitive. Like, we should bring back people making videos criticizing other people's content, right? Like if you find a content creator you don't like, you should have every right to make a video about them. You know what I mean? Like I think that should be how it is. EDP 45 documentary. Yeah, I recently made a video talking about it. I don't know. If you want more information, go watch that video because, I think I've said everything there is to say about the documentary. It's obviously still being edited. I haven't talked to Mike Klum in like 7 months. So yeah, if you want more information about the documentary, go watch the video because I think I said everything I need to say in that video. AP is the pure example of why no woman of age wants anything to do with you. Like it's sad, really. Yeah, dude, EDP's whole fucking life is just sad, bro. EDP, I'm on the unstoppable planet. Now, I'm pretty sure he's stoppable. Sanitized content feels so mind-numbing, like almost like a drug. Life is shit, and hearing some people puff off is a mental break. Where I can, yeah, exactly. It's just one of those things where it just seems like, everything's like everyone's just like so careful on the internet now, which is like understandable. Like cancel culture, obviously, is like, a big thing that has appeared recently. Obviously, I don't consider cancel culture when you criticize people for doing really fucked up things on the internet, like Jack Doherty and shit. But like cancel culture in the terms of I say something that people would find edgy and then they try to get me banned off YouTube just because they don't like what I said. I think that's fucking stupid. I think like, you should really be able to say whatever you want. And then if you say something dumb, obviously I think it should be criticized, but like cancel culture is just fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like to an extent, right? I think it is good when it comes to like actually calling people on some really bad shit, like really bad shit. But when I hear people being canceled just because of a take about like someone else or the internet in general, I think that's kind of stupid. But yeah, I think like edgy content is just like, I don't know. I think like YouTube was in its prime when, everyone used to just talk shit to each other. If you had an issue with a content creator, you made a video about them, they made a video back, that was kind of like where it was. But it seems like everyone just runs to the copyright system now and tries to silence you. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, man. Kids' YouTube content is fucking distraction drug. Don't think about all the bad stuff. Just watch Cocomelon and never feel anything but happiness. Yeah, but like with kids too, I can understand why like they would make the content more friendly, right? I can understand that from that point. But like with like Cocomelon and other stuff, it's just like kind of brain rot kids content. Like if you even look back at like content we used to watch as a kid, they used to actually have some like really deep messaging within those shows that taught us like really good morals and shit like that. Like, there was actually some really like, aside from like Nickelodeon, by the way, I was looking back at that now and I was like watching a lot of like Nickelodeon clips. I was like, how the fuck as kids did we not notice all the sexualization shit in those shows? Right? Like recently I was on Instagram and I came across this iCarly clip, and the context of the clip was iCarly was trying to get Spencer's attention because he was like just moping on the couch or whatever. And she like lifts her shirt up, showing her belly, and she just like randomly starts rubbing her belly, going like whatever, trying to get his attention. And I'm like, she could have did that without lifting her shirt up. She could have did that without a short skirt on, right? And then I like go to the comments to see what other people are saying about it, right? The whole fucking Dan Schneider shit. And all the comments are like, oh my God, she has such a cute belly. Oh my God, she's so attractive. Guys, she was like fucking 12 in that show. She was like 12 to 16 in that show. And then I literally saw someone in the comment. I should have screenshotted it and posted. I was thinking about posting in my community tab for all you guys to like realize the kind of creeps on fucking Instagram. This kid, or not kid, I'm assuming it's a full grown adult because they had like an adult in the fucking photo. He said he's like she has such an adorable stomach or something like that. Something really fucking creepy. And then someone comments and says, "You do realize that's a child, right? Like that's fucking weird to comment about." And then he responds saying, "Do you realize how old she is now?" Question mark. Yeah, motherfucker. She was fucking 12 in the clip still. That's not how aging works. Right? Like you can't just fucking take a clip of a child and like let's say Millie Bobby Brown or something. You can't like sexualize a child Millie Bobby Brown and be like, "Oh yeah, but she's an adult now." Yeah, but she wasn't in the content that you're consuming. Like, what kind of fucking defense is that? Oh, well, do you guys realize that she's actually an adult now? Yes, but in the fucking iCarly clip, she is like 12. Like, I need to make another video about Instagram because holy fuck, the issue with Instagram is just getting worse. But anyways, yeah, to sum up what I was saying, yeah, I feel like a lot of like kids content now is just fucking brain rot. And like again, with like kids content too, there's a lot of like sexualization stuff in kids content as well. I don't know why these like adults who are running these kids content farms or whatever, like these content farms, are just like randomly adding sexual content. Like, why? Why? Like, what's the fucking point? You're already making kids content. Kids are gonna click it no matter what. So why are you putting a fucking pair of boobs in the thumbnail? Like, EDP is a pure example of what happens when you're not creative. When you have no creativity on making content and instead projecting his insecurity and misfortunes. Yeah, like especially now, if you look back at a lot of like EDP's content, you can see a lot of his insecurities that he was talking about. Like before, it was like, oh, funny, he stole someone's bra, right? That's a funny bit. But then like later on, you realize, oh shit, that wasn't a bit. The dude actually used to nut on girls' bras. Like that's fucking weird. Like you look back at it now, right? And like at the time, it's like, oh, that's funny as fuck, right? Like funny, whatever. Like he's doing these out of insane out of pocket takes about things and moments he's had. But then you realize he was actually telling the truth. The dude was actually speaking his mind. Like he was actually talking about his experiences and shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's why I don't really find his humor that funny now, because it's like, oh, he's literally just like projecting himself. Oh my god, get this guy into a fucking like prison. Holy shit. If Mike Klum gets the EDP doc out, we need to get on Jared Genesis for a doc. Yeah, I know Mike Klum's currently making another documentary. Like he's doing some like stuff for it. So I'm interested to see what Mike Klum's doing about the future documentaries. But I think like Mike Klum should be like moving on to a lot of these lolcows. But that being said, obviously I don't really want Jared Genesis to be put in the limelight. I think that guy's a fucking psycho. Even though EDP's a psycho, obviously I can't change the fact that, you know, Mike Klum's making this documentary. I can't just fucking message him and be like, yeah, dude, I think you should cancel this. Right? He's obviously not going to listen to me. And at the same time, it's already made, essentially. So, but like with Jared Genesis, it's like, yeah, I don't know about that one because Jared Genesis is fucking Jesus Christ. EDP, the police can't arrest me because I ate all the officers on the last sting operation. It's the lore accurate EDP. Right for the Doom Dark Ages game, just pre-ordered it. Hell yeah, I have it. I'm gonna get it on Game Pass, so I have it like ready essentially. But yeah, that game's gonna be fucking sick. So I'm so hyped for it. Obviously, like I feel like this next couple months are huge for gaming. We're obviously getting Avowed, I think, on the 18th. So that's coming up. We got Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. That's fucking coming up. For all my fucking pro gamers out there, all my fucking, you know, Christ followers and, you know, role players, we got fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 coming out tomorrow. So that's going to be fucking huge. I can't wait for that game. Everything I've heard so far about it is like great. Right. Angry Joe played through it. He said it was good. I watched a bunch of other, you know, well credible content creators that do like game reviews. They've had early access reviews for it and stuff, and they say it's fucking amazing. And, you know, obviously I played through the first one. The first one was really good. So I'm excited to play through the second one. So yeah, I kind of got my whole month full of gaming. Obviously, Avowed I'm really interested in. So, and then right after Avowed, I got Doom to get into. I never watched any live action Nickelodeon shows. They were so annoying to me, and I'm glad I didn't. Now, knowing what happened behind the scenes, yeah, I used to like. when I was a kid, I used to watch like three main things: was Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I used to watch that a lot, like the animated series. I used to watch Family Channel, like Wizards of Waverly Place, shit like that. Zach and Cody, stuff like that. And then occasionally I'll hop on Nickelodeon if I really want to, and I'll watch like iCarly. What a couple other shows on Nickelodeon too. I used to watch, obviously, like SpongeBob and shit. But like now that I'm like grown up and shit, I'm like looking back at it now. I'm like, yeah, there was a lot of like really weird shit. Like, I don't know if you guys know about this. I might actually do a video because it's been kind of forgotten. But there's a little show called Sam and Cat. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys know what Sam and Cat is. It had Ariana Grande and that other girl. She was an iCarly. Fuck, I forget her name. Jeanette McCarty or whatever, Jeanette McCurdy. She and what's her face? It was Sam and Cat, right? Sam from iCarly, Cat from Victorious or whatever the fuck. And there was a part where on Twitter, the official Sam and Cat Twitter posted a tweet saying, "Are you guys excited for like the upcoming Sam and Cat episode? If you are, write hashtag Sam and Cat at the bottom of your feet and like add us or whatever, or put it in a hashtag." And I'm sitting back like, these motherfuckers, what do they think they are? What do they think they're doing? Right? Like what the fuck do they think they're doing? First of all, you shouldn't ask any kids to post pictures of themselves in general. Right? I feel like you do not like get kids to post pictures of themselves. I don't make a challenge and be like, guys, send pictures of me in your fucking merchandise and I'll like subscribe to you or something. Like, that's already weird. But then to make it even more weird by saying, yeah, write Sam Cat on your feet. Why the feet? Bro, what the fuck? And then obviously people can pass it off by being like, oh, it's just a quirky thing, right? Kids are quirky and blah blah blah. No, that was really fucking weird. And obviously we know a lot about like, fucking what's his dickhead. We know a lot about Dan Schneider now, obviously. Like, even back then, people thought Dan Schneider was weird. But, like, we know a lot about Dan Schneider now where it's like, oh, okay, so it was a sexual thing. So it was a sexual thing. That tweet was supposed to be sexual. Like, how the fuck? Like, it just blows my mind how they even thought that they can get away with that. Right? And Dan Schneider was one of the executive producers on Sam and Cat. And like looking back at it now too, like even Sam and Cat and shit, like there's so many sexual scenes that like did not need to be there, right? Like there was one too where Jeanette McCurdy was like bend over, like just laying on the couch, and I'm like, how the fuck is this necessary for the episode? Like, and they like angled it too to be like focused on her, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, Jesus Christ. And like it's crazy because you can like bring up obviously, like talking about Filthy Frank, his Nickelodeon song where it's like, Dan Schneider, bring all the bitches back. Like, even though, like, it's a crazy topic, but even though, like, looking at it now, he was like actually kind of like spitting facts in terms of like how Dan Schneider viewed those kids, right? And like how Dan Schneider selected people for those shows. You know what I mean? Even though like the song is fucking crazy, if you don't know about Filthy Frank, you listen to it and you go, holy shit, this is a fucking nutty song. But like I think it does genuinely represent the Nickelodeon, like how Nickelodeon was back then, right? Like it was just crazy how like over sexual people were. And then obviously kids had crushes on these girls, right? And if you're an adult, that's fucking weird. But obviously, like growing up, you have crushes on these girls within these shows. So it's like, you wonder why, because Dan Schneider's fucking sexualizing them. Instagram is a fucking snake oil these days. Nothing but whiners who want more clout and desperate for romantic relation. Yeah, it's just, dude, like Instagram, Facebook, all those places are just fucking a shit show, dude. Instagram and YouTube on their way to become rape Cold War like Twitter. Yeah, I know, right? We need Jared Genesis to be exposed by so many people so he can be afraid. Yeah, dude, even like just me, you, Destructor, Egghead, like people have done videos on Jared Genesis. He is scared. The dude's a fucking pussy. He's the biggest pussy ever. He's so scared he doesn't even want to leave his parents' house. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's probably because he's a lazy fuck who has no ambition in life and he just wants to sit in his house, make videos without a shirt on, and actually thinks people actually care about his content. But yeah, no, he needs to be exposed. I think like bigger content creators do need to talk about him, like bigger ones where he can actually be kind of scared. As the cartoons as a bit of freedom. The adult jokes were more tame and not fetish the Dan Schneider puts in. Yeah, like you look back at it now, there's some like adult jokes within a lot of these shows. You look back at it and you're like, okay, some adult jokes kind of fucking weird, but at the end of the day, they weren't even close to as bad as what was going on with Nickelodeon, because those weren't even jokes. They were just like randomly sexualizing kids. Like, oh yeah, iCarly, yeah, let's put you in a mini skirt for this episode and have you like crouching down a lot. Why? Why not give her like regular clothes in that kind of scene? Like SpongeBob, like SpongeBob is like popular culture in a nutshell. Yeah, dude, SpongeBob even to this day aged really well. I remember watching Sam and Cat. Yeah, I caught a few episodes as a kid, but I just really want to see the scene where EDP and Boogie talk and break bread. They're like kindred disgusting spirits. Yeah, I kind of have unfortunate news for you though. The last time I talked about Mike Klum, it sounds like he's cutting out the Boogie stuff. So, I mean, it would be interesting to watch too, to kind of see those two guys talk, because I made a video saying how like alike they are, aside from certain very obvious things, but like they're very alike in terms of personality. Like they are very alike. So it would have been interesting to see them two talk and kind of like go over things, kind of like see their perspective on things, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to cut it out because, there's already a lot in the documentary. So, oh yeah, so many adult jokes and cartoons. Yeah. And like, obviously Robot Chicken and shit like that. But like that wasn't for kids, like Robot Chicken, South Park, that shit was not for kids. Wasn't there a lesbian kiss on the show? I'm not sure. I didn't really look into like the Sam and Cat shit. I bare minimum looked into like the Dan Schneider stuff, like very, very smallly. I'm probably gonna do a video talking about it, especially like the Sam and Cat foot fetish shit that they did on Twitter. But remember the Mighty Meggie Sword and 12 Forever Creatures 2? Hell yeah, dude. Fist bump, by the way. I was just out here to pick up a cupcake and go back home. Jared and his family is going to an apartment, I hear, but I want Jared to be fearing for his life 24/7. Yeah. Someone like Jared, though, he like dishes it out, but he can never take it, right? Like that's the huge thing with Jared. He'll like throw fucking copyright strikes and all this stuff, but as soon as he gets like an email from a lawyer or someone actually, presses him, he's gonna fucking crumble like a little bitch. I've seen these types so many times, bro. Unfortunately, most of human species are EDPs. Well, I wouldn't say most. Pedophilia is definitely a thing that runs rampant within not humans, but like within society. Obviously, they are around, right? But I would say a big majority of humans are not pedophiles. I want to say like a big majority of them. It's a pretty rare, like even though it's like we see it a lot on the internet, it actually is a pretty rare mental disorder. So EDP is 5'8", over 400 pounds. Pluvius, do you think you could take EDP in a fight? Probably. I'm just saying that mostly because I have actually taken boxing and like a small amount of Taekwondo, and I've had some other training too, so I probably could take him in a fight. But that being said, I'm not gonna fight him. Saying that right now for legal reasons and obvious other reasons, I'm not going to fight him. But yeah, if he ever wants to go and slim up a bit, maybe it'll be a different story. But have you seen Sling Blade? I have not. I remember Sam Cat had a different vibe to iCarly. Like iCarly felt like at least you had some heart, but Sam and Cat felt hateful, like I was being bullied by the girls. Yeah, Sam and Cat was just like they wanted to make like a more mature show. Well, not like mature, but like they wanted the themes to be a bit more mature. But like I don't know, it just felt like a weird show. I don't know. It also didn't run for like that long in terms of like Nickelodeon shows. I think they just took Sam, who's already like a beloved character from iCarly, and Cat, who was a beloved character from Victoria Justice, and they're just like, yeah, let's just put them in a kind of like hate-loving relationship on a show. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't. I feel like it just didn't work out very well. I don't know. Also, I just didn't really watch the show that much. You know what I mean? I wasn't like a big fan of Sam and Cat. Obviously, like being a dude, it wasn't really for me, to be honest. Like two female lead characters who talk about a lot of girl issues. I felt like that wasn't really for me. Well, with iCarly, there was fucking, obviously, what's his face? I was about to say Fred. Fred was on the show though, wasn't he? Am I remembering that correctly? Fred was on the show, right? There was an episode where Fred was on, but like other people, and I don't know. I feel like there was a lot going on in that show that were like any like gender could watch it, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't like Sam and Cat just wasn't something I used to watch. I used to be like a big like I used to be a Family Guy like Family Guy. I used to be watch Family Channel a lot, like Wizards of Waverly Place. Uh, what else did I used to watch? I used to watch a lot of like Zach and Cody, um, Hannah Montana. Like that used to be my shit back in the day. How is Plubius gonna fight EDP? It's one human versus an entire planet. One show I was shocked aired on Cartoon Network was the show called Korgoth, Korgoth of Barbaria. Should have been on Adult Swim, but it aired on regular time, and it only got a pilot. Funny as fuck, though. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. There's got to be like a very like deep conversation about what's going on Cartoon Network and what's going on Adult Swim, right? I feel like that's kind of like like they got obviously like they talk about and they're like, okay, we're going to be putting this on Adult Swim, this on Cartoon Network, like really decide which is which, right? So it's kind of interesting that one kind of like slipped onto fucking Cartoon Network, which it probably like it did one episode, right? But like I feel like it would have done really well on Cartoon Network because I think I've seen clips of that show. I think I've seen clips here and there, but they really dumbed down Cat. They really dumbed Cat down. She started as an innocent but heartfelt. Then to airheaded. By the time Sam and Cat happened, she was so maliciously stupid and annoying. Yeah, I feel like even watching Victorious, like I watched a couple episodes of Victorious. Again, wasn't like the biggest show I used to watch, but like Cat, like to me, like Ariana Grande always played like a stupid person. I don't know if they're going with like the pretty stupid stereotype or whatever during that time, but like she like was like always like talking like really high pitch. Guys, I think I just did something that I'm not supposed like she used to always talk like that and she always used to always like be the fuck up in the scene, right? Like she used to always be like the comedic relief. And I'm like, oh god, dude, like I didn't really enjoy her character. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I to be fair, I never used to watch those shows anyways, and the small amount that I did watch them, yeah, not a huge fan of Ariana Grande, to be honest. Like her music's all right. She's obviously a very successful musician now, but acting, eh. I haven't watched Maleficent or whatever that new one came out. I heard she's pretty good in that. But like I feel like Nickelodeon never really gave her a chance to really act because they like just made her play the stupid girl in every show. But thoughts on Mortal Kombat? I think it's a great game. I obviously grew up playing like older systems. Well, not like super old systems. I don't want you guys thinking I'm a fucking like 40-year-old boomer. But like I obviously like played PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 and shit. And like Mortal Kombat was the fucking shit, man. Me and my like siblings we used to just sit down and play Mortal Kombat. Um yeah, solid game, man. Even the newer games are pretty good too. I like the hardcore violence. I think hardcore violence belongs in games. I'll be honest. It's just satisfying, bro. Look up how she was season 1 versus the later seasons. They killed her personality for comedic relief. Yeah, it kind of sounds like the Marvel. Kind of sounds like MCU, bro. Best Mortal Kombat game in your opinion? Well, obviously the Mortal Kombat. If I'm going into like how much I played, because obviously I haven't played all of them, but if I'm going to like based on how many hours I put into, obviously Mortal Kombat 7, I think I put the most hours into, because it was on sale one day, so I bought it and I bought like a bunch of DLCs with it, and I just used to play that game for hours. So yeah, I'd probably say Mortal Kombat 7, even though that's probably a bad opinion. I'm sure there's better ones. I think Mortal Kombat 8 came out, but yeah, I think Mortal Kombat 7 was kind of like my favorite Mortal Kombat just because that's what I played the most. And a lot of gore and some nudity. In 2006, it didn't work, but now with Primal and more mature Samurai Jack series, it would have worked now. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Imagine if they had Doomslayer and Mortal Kombat. Dude, honestly, I could see it happening, though. I could definitely see that happening. So good. So good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like, to be fair, I'm not really a big like fighter. Um, I'm not like a big like fighter game guy. I'm not very good at like obviously like Super Smash Bros and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a big combat game guy. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Armageddon. I never played combat game, but I would play a lot of Capcom versus Marvel on the Xbox 360 and Soul Calibur on GameCube as a kid. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like Mortal Kombat's just one of the tightest feeling combat games. Like there's obviously a lot, like Street Fighter, Capcom versus Marvel. There's a lot of these fighting games, but I feel like Mortal Kombat was the only one I actually really got into. But like I used to play Smash Bros. I used to be actually be pretty good at Smash Bros. Like I used to go over to my parents' house every once in a while, and my brothers would pull out their Switches, and we'd just kind of sit down and play not Mortal Kombat. Imagine that being on the fucking Switch. Is it on the Switch? I think it is. But we used to play Super Smash Bros. And so like from there, I was like, okay, fighting games are pretty fun. So I like got into more like the Injustice 2. I think I played a shit ton of Injustice 2, stuff like that. But as of like right now, I'm not really a big like fighter game. I'd even like get the newest Street Fighter. So I feel like ADP has always been a P word. It was only a matter of time till he acted on his vile urges. Yeah, that's the thing about like being a predator. It's like it can start as young as like 14, right? Like that's the crazy thing is you wouldn't think that, right? Like you're still a kid at 14, but like it can start as young as 14 or even younger. So, it's not something that you just like happen to get. It usually is like a long, strenuous issue that happens upon you. And you just like, but there's a huge difference between thinking these thoughts and getting help versus like acting upon them. No matter how mentally ill you are in terms of like being a predator or anything like that, it really says a lot if you act upon what you're thinking. I think that's where I feel like you kind of lose your sympathy, and you kind of lose having second chances when you actually go to do something. Since in my personal opinion, when it comes to EDP, I remember someone left a comment saying this guy deserves a second chance or whatever, and like I replied back just saying like, yo, he has had a second chance. He's had a third chance. He's even had a fucking fourth chance. You know what I mean? How many chances do you give a predator before you realize that he's just an issue, right? How many times do you give a criminal bond? How many times do you give a criminal bond and let it go before you realize that he's just going to keep hurting people and then going back in jail, right? Like the whole fucking Batman versus Joker situation, right? So like with EDP, his second chance was the drive, right? His first chance was not going out to meet up with this 13-year-old, right? Actually, his first chance was just not even messaging a child in the first place, right? His second chance was the 40-minute drive to go meet up with the bait 13-year-old, right? That was his second chance. He went on a 40-minute drive, right? And I don't know about you guys, but when I go on my drives, I think a lot, right? I'm always in a thought process while I'm driving, right? I just replay things. I talk to myself while I'm driving. This motherfucker drove 40 minutes to go meet up with the child, and not once during that 40 minutes did he ever just turn back around. Okay, that's his second chance. His third chance is not getting arrested and then coming back to the internet. His fourth chance is with Kayla, right? He went and decided to message another minor, and it wasn't even like it was a freak thing. He literally found her in Gideon's Discord and added her. He went out of his way to find this kid. Okay, that was his fourth chance. Not to mention the numerous other times he's been outed out for what he's done, right? He got outed out multiple times before the sting operation. People forget about that, right? He has been outed out many times before the sting operation. Cole Raven was covering this shit for months before EDP got outed out again, right? So how many fucking chances do we give our belly here before we realize that he's just a problem and realize that maybe there's a good reason why I keep making these videos about him? But anyways, yeah. Be dope if they made a reboot of FPS game Blood. Yeah, facts, honestly. I remember playing the first 3 games as a kid and had fun, mainly the second and third game. Oh, by the way, Destructor, I watched your Q&A video. Fucking mint, bro. Mint. Honestly, great video. If you guys haven't, go subscribe to Destructor. Dude, honestly. Great shit, man. Well, I played a round of Super Smash Bros. And some guy with some guys in high school. They didn't let me learn the controls. I won because they killed each other, and the last guy fell off the side while chasing me. Exactly, dude. The thing is, though, you could you could play really good Super Smash Bros. If you just don't attack. I feel like if you have good movement, you can really bait a lot of people to just like kill each other or jump off the fucking map. 10 out of 10 gameplay with Smash Bros. Again. Exactly. Well, it's just, you gotta think of it from my perspective. I have brothers messaging me, and they're like, hey, bro, you want to smash? Smash Bros. And I'm like, dude, this isn't fucking funny, dude. Like, this is the 5th time you texted me this week. You can stop now. All you got to do is just say, hey, man, you want to come over and play Super Smash Bros? Jesus Christ, man. What's the cure to mental illness? Depends what you mean by that. Some say for predators, it's penicillin. For other people, it's just regular medication, lots of therapy, depends on the mental health. Mental health is a pretty wide range of things, right? But when it comes to predators, a lot of people will say penicillin. And if you guys don't know what that is, look it up. What did do, dude? Just chilling, man. Just vibing, hanging out with the broskies. Yeah, man, just doing a stream. It was kind of like a surprise stream because I was just really bored. I was playing some Marvel Rivals earlier. Got a couple wins, almost out of Plat 2. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hop on stream for a bit, hang out with the community, see what you guys are up to. This start of the week, right? It's fucking Monday, bro. I'm surprised I have so many people in this chat. It's a fucking Monday. Like, usually I don't get this many viewers on a Monday, but hey, man, I appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, man. If you guys are enjoying the stream, obviously, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and subscribe. It's fucking free. You get notifications whenever I go live, and you get notifications whenever I drop a video. So, and obviously, if you guys like the stream as well, leaving a like also does help me out with, doing these more often. And, leaving the VOD up, it obviously does better in the algorithm. So, but yeah, anyways, that's my little shameless plug. So, isn't Canada supposed to be more a libertarian than America when it comes to sex? America is a prude compared to Europe and Japan. Japan be putting naked children in anime. Yeah, like I feel like Canada, yeah, it's a little bit more libertarian. Like, for instance, when it comes to sex too, like sex isn't that much in Canadian media and shit like that. And obviously with like Japan, they're a lot more open with that kind of stuff. Obviously I don't agree with the lolicon shit. Obviously, like I don't agree with that kind of shit. I think that shit's disgusting. But in terms of Japan, obviously, sex is a big thing about their culture. Like, it's a big thing. Their porn is massive, right? It's one of the most searched porn, like, things for a lot of people. But, yeah, in terms of Canada, like, yeah, it's not, like, that big of a thing. Obviously, it is in media and shit here and in songs and stuff like that. But, it's pretty rare to find, like, a sex shop or, like, a nudie magazine shop. You can find them. Some corner stores have them still, but, yeah. Still waiting for him to get that help. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to get help. I think a lot of people, you got to realize that, like, he doesn't want help. People like EDP don't change, right? Like, there are people out there who do change, right? I know this is going to be such a controversial take, but I'm gonna stand by this. Being someone who covers this kind of topic, non-offending pedophiles who haven't done anything terrible yet and haven't consumed any really bad content or engaged in anything like that, they should just go get help, right? I don't think they should have that mindset. Obviously, I feel like, a lot of this stuff should be talked about. I feel like it's still not okay to think that way. But as long as they go get help, I think they do have a chance to become a better person, right? They want that help. They reach out to help. They become a better person. They stop having those thought processes anymore, right? They heavily train their brain not to be thinking like that, right? Like they kind of rewired it. And they never offend. They have a family. They have a beautiful family. They become, good people. It's a little bit different when it comes to people who have actually acted upon their urges, whether that be consumed online content, CSAM, stuff like that, or engaged with chat logs and conversations with minors, and obviously subsequently going and meeting with a minor. That's when you start getting into the idea of maybe these people are too far gone for help. Right? Because if you can, like I said with EDP, if you can blatantly get in a car and drive 40, 50 an hour to go meet up with a child, and not once did you ever decide to turn around, I think that you are too far gone at that point. That says a lot about you, right? That says a lot about you. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem. Yo, Ploob, have you seen the new Final Destination trailer? I have, bro. We're getting so many fucking trailers right now, bro. Final Destination, Megan 2.0. We just got a Battlefield trailer. I don't know if you guys are big Battlefield fans, but like huge Battlefield trailer just came out. Like not huge, but like holy shit. Like it definitely looks like it's going back to Battlefield 3, which is like, yeah, great. Like obviously that's what we've been fucking asking for. A game like Battlefield 3, but modern. That's what we've all been asking for. They had a beautiful formula. Why change it? So yeah, guys, we're just being blessed with content right now. Like even in terms of gaming, guys, we're being fucking blessed. There's so many good games coming out. Well, not good. I don't know if they are good, but we have a lot of like really hyped games coming out soon, right? Like Doom, The Dark Ages. Obviously tomorrow, like literally tomorrow, within the next 12 hours, we're getting Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're getting Avowed coming later this month. We're getting Expedition 33. Like, guys, we're fucking eating good. PC just got Spider-Man 2. Like, fuck, man, what a good time to be a gamer right now. Honestly, I think this year, I'll be honest with you guys, I think this year is going to be just so good for gaming. I don't know why I feel that way, but I genuinely think this is going to be a good year for gaming. I don't know why. I just think it is. Join the Discord too. It notifies the stream and uploads. Exactly. If you guys want to join the Discord, by all means. I think like a lot of my links are expired. I definitely do need to like fucking get into that. But like, yeah, if one of my mods, Anushi, any of you guys, if you guys want to like add the Discord to the chat, that would be sick. But yeah, we just hang out in the Discord chat. Why would she do that? No idea, bro. No idea. Fun fact, Japan Not Safe for Work was originally made to encourage people to have kids by amping up libidos, but it caused the opposite effect, people only wanting 2D characters and no interest in other people. Yeah, like the birth rate in Japan are like super low right now. But like, yeah, I mean, hey man, Japan, they like their goon material. You know what I mean? Aside from the other content, I think like is fine, but like the lolicon stuff being like plastered everywhere, I think is fucking weird. I think it definitely did normalize a lot of like the child's stuff. Like even the age of consent being like what 13 in Japan is fucking insane. Like the fact that they recently updated it to I think like 16, but for the longest time it was like 13 in Japan, which is like holy fuck. That's crazy. But I feel like Japan's getting more progressive as time goes on. I think, especially like changing the age of consent really tells us that yeah, they're not okay with this kind of shit going on. But they're trying to reverse it and encourage the population to start families by sending out wholesome family media such as Spy X Family and Way to the House Husband. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? With Japan, it definitely like going on right now, it definitely is something that is getting better. I feel like this is something that's not really talked about. I know there's like a lot of Japanese YouTubers who do kind of touch on this, but like, yeah, I feel like, the fact that porn is like I'm not gonna say it's such a huge thing in Japan, right? Because I don't think everyone who lives in Japan are fucking gooners, but like it is definitely something that is part of their culture. It's pretty obvious. So, it's a good thing hearing that they're trying to rectify that a little bit and being like, guys, yeah, we're making porn addicts out here with all the media that has fucking porn in it. Maybe we should start encouraging actual love and family contact and trying to start family. But a big reason why a lot of people don't have families is because the workforce in Japan is brutal, right? Long hours, pretty bad pay, high expectations from your work. Like, a lot of people don't want kids because they know what they're going into when it comes to Japan. And especially like knowing how a lot of the animators get treated in Japan too is crazy. Like how underpaid a lot of these like people who are like fully making these animes are being paid. It's really depressing, man. Gears of War E-Day could be out this year. Yeah, dude, I really hope so. I'm super excited for that game. Right? Gears of War 5, I played through it. Wasn't my favorite playthrough. It was passable. I thought it was all right. But I'm like, it really was missing something. So hearing that Gears of War is going to be doing a prequel to like what happened, which is something a lot of us been asking for the longest time. Me being like a massive Gears of War fan back in the day, like I used to love Gears of War. It's cool knowing that they're going back to E-Day and we get to see like prime what was going on, and the destruction of Earth and shit like that. And dude, I'm so hyped. I really hope it's good, honestly. I really do. Should someone push EDP into a Sarlacc pit? Yeah, but think about how long it would take to fucking digest EDP. That dude would be in there for years. For literally years. But anyways, yeah, here is the Discord if you guys want to join. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try to pin it for you guys. Never mind. I can put it there and I can like it. So yeah, that is the link to the Discord if you guys want to join the Discord. Pretty chill place, honestly. We just kind of talk shit. Have a lot of other content creators in the Discord as well, like Destructor and Rince and some other people too. So, yeah, pretty cool. So I'll get Apocalypse starts. EDP be like, yeah, all laws have been lifted. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't even want to think what EDP would do first if a fucking Armageddon situation happens. Also, I think EDP would be probably one of the first people to turn into a zombie. That guy would be fucked. Like, yeah, he got guns, sure, but like guns are actually one of the worst things you can have in a zombie apocalypse. I've seen The Walking Dead, bro. I've seen The Walking Dead. Sneako's 9/11 was Japan made the age of consent to 16. Yeah, dude, Sneeko, dude. It's been a while since I talked about old Cucko there, but well, basically it was 13 on a military island offshore, and they didn't change it because there was no kids there. They raised the age anyways after people kept trying to use that as an excuse. Yeah, but like aside from like obviously aside from like all the shitty stuff going on in Japan, um, in terms of like living conditions, I heard it's actually like pretty nice. Like just in terms of like what there's to do there, and obviously a lot of like white people and people like that like to visit it. Right, it's the white people Wakanda. Like obviously, I love Japan. I think it's a great country. I obviously don't love it more than my own country. I'm not a fucking weeb, but like I think it is a pretty cool country, and I think it would be really fun to just like just visit there once in a while. I am planning on going there eventually, but like I don't know. It definitely has a lot of issues, like most countries, right? But do you see the Eagles documentary with EDP from 2018? That Vaseline scene with his dad. His parents clearly failed him, as he was obese, couldn't drive and didn't have, sorry, couldn't drive and didn't have early career planning. Yeah, I mean, I think EDP's life was just kind of set up to be trash, I guess. Even though like he was successful on YouTube, the dude really hasn't done anything outside of that, right? Like, obviously he did have a pretty prominent YouTube career. Like 1 million subscribers is obviously nothing to turn coat to. That's obviously a pretty big accomplishment. Especially back then, obviously it's more common now for people to get 1 million subscribers. You're considered a small YouTuber until you hit 1 million subscribers, which is kind of insane. But yeah, he hasn't really done anything with his life, right? Like it's obviously worse now because of what he did, and obviously like he's probably mad paranoid everywhere he goes. But yeah, he honestly doesn't really have any sort of like achievements. I heard rumors Capcom was making a Dead Rising 2 remaster remake, but I don't know how true that is. But if it is, it's one of my personal favorites of the franchise. Hell yeah, dude. I feel like we're also in like a time where remakes and remasters are kind of like the biggest right now, right? Like Resident Evil has been remaking games. I'm assuming eventually we're going to get a trailer for like Resident Evil 5 remake, which would be pretty interesting. But he turned into the boomer from Left 4 Dead. Jesus Christ. What do you think of Andrew Tate? I don't really have any opinions on him, honestly. I made a video, dude. This was like sometimes you forget how long Andrew Tate has been around. Like I remember making a video about him a while ago, and I think like the way he was trying to inspire young men was like obviously the worst way to do it. I think he was, instead of filling them with like hope, he was filling them with a bunch of like anger and rage, which is not good for like young kids who are already going through some trials and tribulations of being young boys, right? Being a young man is really difficult. So like the way he went about that was fucking awful. And obviously his court shit that's going on, and how he's just kind of being edgy for the sake of being edgy on Twitter right now, and how he's like trying to run for mayor for like fucking London and shit. I don't know, dude. The guy's just kind of a Yahoo. You know what I mean? Someone you shouldn't take seriously, I guess. But ADP is the stranger that kidnapped Clementine from The Walking Dead. Jesus Christ, you guys are getting fucking creative with a lot of this shit, man. Or Code Veronica or Resident Evil 0. Yeah, Code Veronica wasn't like a very well-known Resident Evil game, but like it's still a very important fucking Resident Evil game. So Resident Evil 0, right? But yeah, they have like, I feel like Capcom with Resident Evil and stuff, they have so much shit they can pull from. Like we could get just a Resident Evil 9, right? Like I feel like a lot of people kind of want a continuation of what took place in Resident Evil Village, right? But would love an Operation Raccoon City remake. Vector needs more content. Yeah, honestly. I think honestly, this might be a fucking crazy take, guys. Make sure you guys got your fucking recorders ready because I'm about to do a fucking insane take. Right? I'm about to say something crazy. That one character from Resident Evil 2, I think it was a DLC, or Resident Evil 3. He had a DLC. His name was, I think, like Hunk or Gronk. I think his name's Hunk or something, right? He is a Umbrella operative, and he has so much fucking lore to him. I honestly think he should have his own standalone game. I think his name's like Hunk, right? Or something like that. He's never failed like a fucking mission ever. He has been featured in a lot of Resident Evil content, but like that dude should have his own standalone game. It'd be so cool to play as like a fucking like Umbrella operative, kind of like switching it, right? Like obviously we play as an Umbrella operative later in the game, but that's when like Umbrella's good, right? When they make like good Umbrella. We need to play as like an evil Umbrella operative during all this shit. It would be such a cool, like unique look at Resident Evil because we always play as like the good guys, right? We always play as Leon and Chris and Claire and all these guys. We should be playing as like a full blown Umbrella operative that's like carrying through these like crazy operations that are like really fucking people over, right? And really diving into like how nasty Umbrella actually is, right? Like I feel like that would be just such a unique and cool idea, right? But I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a fucking game developer. I don't know how like, you know, I don't know how good of a take that is, but EDP can't do anything else. Remember his ex said he had a low mentality and barely graduated. That was proven when she claimed that she had to read and break down his contracts for him. Yeah. Dude doesn't really have any like real life skills when you really look at him. Like that's the thing. Which is crazy because like based on his personality, he could have been like a big comedian or something like that, but no, he decided to touch children. Largely, a Code Veronica remake would make sense before they tackle Resident Evil 5 remake. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, to be fair, I'm just thinking like a lot of people probably wouldn't be into Code Veronica because it wasn't like that big of a game in the first place, and we play as characters that aren't very well known, right? But I would be down for it. EDP is Mojo Vision from X-Men. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. These fucking comparisons are crazy. Wesker, I'm betting will be terrifying in the Resident Evil 5 remake. Oh yeah, they're gonna make him fucking evil probably. Right? He was already evil, but like they're probably gonna like go crazy with his design. Some of those like boss fights you did with him in Resident Evil 5 were fucking crazy, bro. Bro was like dodging missiles. Hunk, yes. Okay, so I got the name right. I play Resident Evil Dark Chronicles with Operation Javier, Leon, and Krauser. And yes, you're talking about Hunk, the guy in riot gear. I love him in Mercenaries, perfect anti-hero or anti-villain. Exactly. Like, I just think, like, personally, like, since a lot of you guys like him too, right? Like, that's more than one person now that has said that they know him. I think they should just make a full-on, like, Resident Evil game, but, like, make it from the perspective of Hunk or some other, like, Umbrella operative, because I feel like that'd be just so unique to kind of give us the opposite hand. They have with Mercenaries and stuff, but I feel like they need to do a full dedicated game to just like playing as Umbrella and doing like their evil bidding and shit, and kind of seeing really what goes down, right? Or a Wesker led game where it's like an open world hack and slash like prototype games. Yeah, true. But then you start getting to some really like touchy territory there when you like make a game that's widely known as being kind of like a linear, somewhat linear. Like a lot of the remakes are a lot more open than their predecessors or whatever. But like you take a risk by making like an open world Resident Evil game, right? But I could definitely see it being good for sure. EDP, stop making corny jokes about I'll release this bowel movement on all your mouths. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't remind me of that fucking message, dude. Oh, how is this guy still fucking roaming the earth, man? Or at least roaming the earth free. Brandon Star says, hey, Ploob, what's the drama news? Not much, man. We're just chilling and talking, man. We're just whole vibe stream, man. Whole vibe stream going on here. Just chatting shit. Trying to keep y'all entertained with conversation, But yeah, not much drama. I kind of talked about my future video earlier. Kind of going into the VTuber community. Probably gonna get some backlash, but hey, man. What's making content without a little bit of backlash here and there, right? I think the next Resident Evil is going to be containing Rose's story. The DLC heavily hinted she's going to be the next protagonist. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard the DLC was kind of shit. I mean, to be fair, I heard it was good, but it all takes place in like a dream realm or some shit. I'm like, I hate games that do that, where it's like, oh, it's all a dream. It's like, fuck off. Plus, Rose as a character, I don't really care about that much. I genuinely don't care because she has like fucking special abilities and shit. She's like obviously like unique because, I don't want to spoil Resident Evil Village, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about playing as Rose. I feel like I just wouldn't really care that much. I'd rather like game with like Leon as the main character or Chris or Claire or fucking anyone, to be honest. Like Honestly, would rather play a full game as Jill again. I think a Resident Evil movie set between Resident Evil 4 and 5, starring Wesker as the main character, where he fights against competition. Yeah, like honestly, you guys know Resident Evil, right? Like that's the thing is you guys know Resident Evil better than a lot of these like fucking directors and game developers, right? Like I feel like that kind of shit would just. I think like Capcom really underestimates how many people really like Wesker. Like he's such a unique character. Scorpion can burn EDP, and EDP would pour out a lot of blood. Dude's a blood sack, bro. Have you seen all the meat on him, bro? Wesker is if Neon and sorry, excuse me. Wesker is if Neon and Terminator fused together. Exactly, dude. He has like the reflexes of Neon or Neo, but he also like has the fucking like craziness of the Terminator. Bro was just like evil to be evil. That's what I liked about Wesker is he was just fucking evil. Right? He didn't go on any of these crazy dialogues about how he justifies what he's doing and blah blah. He's just like, yeah, I'm fucking evil. I'm fucking evil, bro. And it was sick. He was like the perfect kind of like campy, villain for Resident Evil, right? There's a Resident Evil DS game where you play as Vector. Technically he's a villain. Yeah, true, but like, aside from like obviously like DS games, right? Obviously aren't as popular as like mainstream games, especially during that time, right? DS games barely broke even with a lot of their releases. But like, dude, we just need a full-blown modern graphics game where we play as like an Umbrella operative during some of their most like fucked up operations. Dude, that would just dude, I don't know if it's just I'm on that villain arc right now, but like fuck, that's just I think it's because all the new modern games are so fucking PG-13, like Dragon Age the Velguard and shit. I just want like a game that's just like fucking crazy. Dives into the dark atmosphere of stuff. And that's what Resident Evil does good. It doesn't pull any punches when it comes to the dark atmosphere of what you're living in. Right? But like Resident Evil 2, you literally listen to a dad have to shoot his own daughter. Like that's fucking diabolical. Like that shit's crazy. That like I don't know. It really makes you feel because like the world is fucked, right? Like we live in a really fucked world. So playing a fucked game kind of like is like makes you feel like the game's more like realistic. It feels more grounded. Obviously, Resident Evil isn't realistic whatsoever, but it feels more grounded. So when you play a game like Dragon Age the Velguard or some of these other games, like even Borderlands, I've been playing through Borderlands. I think I told you guys this last stream. Borderlands has some like really dark atmospheric shit in it, right? Like obviously, but then like they hit you with these like really fucking awful child jokes, and I'm like, oh, give me a game where you just fucking like give me a game where it's just fucking like brutal. And that's why I'm interested for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because that game's gonna be fucking brutal. Dude, there's gonna be crazy shit in that game. And the sad thing is that he had a chance too. He had a cameo on Howard Stern, and remember he was going to collab with SML, but he botched that too. Yeah. Everything he kind of touched, he kind of botched. EP guys, I'm innocent. I didn't have any physical contact with a minor, bruh. Yeah, that seems to be the argument, though. A lot of people have, like, especially with Doctor Disrespect and shit. They're like, but he never actually went and met with the minor. Okay, so conversations are bad too. Like, why are we trying to like downplay the shit? The DLC is Rose trying to find her father, and she enters the village where she's guided by a spirit showing her the path to Ethan. It was technically a dream, but it happened to another reality. Yeah, that's the issue, though. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that sounds cool, but like how does that like affect the actual main story? Like, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, Rose is kind of a cool character based on like her upbringing and like how she even became a person in the first place. Like all the fucking all the issues Ethan had to go through, it makes you kind of want to play as Rose or at least see her story. But at the same time, I feel like I don't really want to play as a fucking mythical power, like crazy power wielding person in a Resident Evil game. I think they're just kind of going the wrong way, especially given Resident Evil 7 and 8's kind of darker tones and more like horror elements. I just feel like they're kind of going in the wrong direction with Rose, but gives us a glimpse into what he thinks he was up to prior to the Africa outbreak in Resident Evil 5. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like there's so much like hidden stuff we can look into when it comes to, the next Resident Evil game. That's why I think it's kind of important for developers to really look at their community and see what they're saying, right? Because I feel like a lot of people within a community can give some really good feedback on what the player, like obviously they're trying to sell a game to you. So hearing what you want is a good idea. Hearing what people want is a good idea. Making a game that the player doesn't want is counterproductive. Like obviously make a game that the developers want to make, right? It's their game at the end of the day. but like they should be listening to their fans. They should be listening to people who recommend stuff. It's pretty much free ideas, right? This is the kind of money, this is the kind of stuff that you pay people to bring up in a board meeting when you're sitting around and you pay them thousands of dollars to talk about these topics. When you have a whole community that does it for free because it's fun. It's fun to come up with ideas for games, but the DS game is also really difficult, lol. Oh yeah. Dude, fucking DS games, bro. A lot of people don't realize that DS games back in the day were tough. I think a lot of it was because of the touchscreen was kind of shit. But like even back in the day, I remember playing Call of Duty on the DS, and I remember that being one of the fucking most frustrating experience I've ever had. But that's just because I feel like the DS isn't meant for those kind of games. But Jake Mueller, Wesker's son, is dying for another starring role. Exactly. Dude, that guy was fucking crazy in Resident Evil 6. Honestly, Jake was fucking badass in Resident Evil 6. I don't know why they didn't like put him in more games. Because like he was actually like, I'll be honest with you guys, he was one of my favorite characters in Resident Evil 6. No, obviously Resident Evil 6 wasn't the best game, widely received, but I feel like Jake and what's her name? The girl, she's from Resident Evil 2. I forget her name, but Jake and her, they were like a really cool team up. Like their chemistry was good. Jake had some really interesting motivations. You know, he was a fucking badass, you know, obviously being the son of Wesker. But yeah, like that shit was fucking sick, man. That shit was sick. But obviously, like overall, I didn't really like Resident Evil 6, but I gotta keep my bathroom secure. I don't want EDP destroying it. Dude, double lock, triple lock that shit, man. Hell yeah, I love Borderlands. It's honestly like Borderlands 1 and 2 are so good. Borderlands 3, I'm kind of struggling getting through. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm kind of struggling with Borderlands 3, and that's mostly just because of the dialogue. The storyline 2 is kind of shit. It's not the strongest story, but like, man, am I like dying to play Borderlands 2 right now instead? Like, Borderlands 3 is good. Like, I would say it's good. I would say it's kind of worth playing. But like, man, the jokes, the dialogue, the fucking, it's just, dude, it's too much for me, man. It's too much. Like, to put this in perspective, the humor would have been funny in like 2014, right? So, like, no matter, even like, to think about it this way, the humor's already outdated. The game came out in, I think, 2020 or 2019. So the humor, even back when the game got released, like Borderlands 3 isn't really a new game by any means, but like even when it came out, the humor was still outdated, right? Like the jokes they're making are just like not funny. It's like a bunch of like boomers sat around a table and said, what do kids find funny? And they watched like a bunch of Fred clips and shit back from like 2014, 2013, 2012 and said, yeah, this is going to be the humor. And I always know like Borderlands humor is kind of on the nose. I really enjoyed Borderlands 2 humor. I think that shit was funny. But like they really did it wrong in Borderlands 3. And it's like, it's honestly so bad. It's actually changing my experience playing the game, which is unfortunate because I'm actually like really enjoying the combat and the loot and the, you know, the side quests are really fun and shit like that. But it's just like, just that really goes to show how writers could really fucking destroy a game. Plague Tales and the sequel is fucked up too. Hell, if you like rich, story-rich games, it only gets progressively dark the further. Yeah, I heard Plague Tale is kind of insane. EDP, if y'all call me out rightfully accusing me of being a pedo, then you are clout chasers, and I'm not man enough to face the music. Yeah. I mean, I still face that criticism to this day, where it's like, I feel like people are so like narrow-minded. Do I do this for, do I get paid doing this? Yes, I'm obviously monetized. I get, you know, I don't get crazy views on my channel, but I get views, right? Like I'm not some like, you know, to get 5 or 6 views a video, right? I'm not like that small. But like, do I make money off this? Yes. Do I make videos and, you know, profit off those videos? Yes. I feel like obviously. But like, can't a motherfucker also care about what he's talking about at the same time? I feel like everyone's so like single-minded in these kind of conversations. Well, not everybody, obviously, but like a lot of people who like view content when it comes to like my channel, like I'm talking about the haters. I'm not talking about you guys, people who just watch my content. But I'm talking about like people who come to the channel and go like, this guy's obviously just doing it for clout. He doesn't give a fuck about what he's talking about. He doesn't give a fuck about. He's just talking about EDP to talk about. He's milking it at this point. It's like, sure, I guess you could just make that assumption. Sure, be like one-minded. Can't you do both? Can't I actually care about what I'm talking about, but also trying to give out good information about what I'm doing and be like sincere about what I'm talking about, while also profiting about what I'm talking about? Isn't that a crazy concept? Like people are so fucking like brain rot on this like new age of like people coming on YouTube. It's fucking ridiculous, man. But I just say fuck them. Why do I need to explain myself to you? Why do I need to explain my motivations to you? Who gives a fuck? Right? At the end of the day, I don't need to explain my motivations. If I'm doing it for content, then I'm doing it for content. If I'm doing it for money, I'm doing it for money. Right? Who genuinely gives a fuck? Right? At the end of the day, I'm still making content and I'm still talking about certain topics that probably should be talked about on the YouTube platform. So it doesn't really matter what my motives are. At the end of the day, I'm still making content. So it's like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? But honestly, I do care. Would you believe it? It's almost like you can do both. It's almost like you can profit off something while also caring about it. Like people are fucking retarded, man. I swear to God. In Dark Side Chronicles, you do play part of Krauser, as he is turning evil. He was actually jealous of Leon's fearlessness. When he saw monsters, he wanted to become one like that. Nischik quote. Dude, Krauser 2 is kind of a cool character, honestly. We don't really get to know much about him though in Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil 4, unfortunately. But yeah, like it's cool knowing like his motives behind why he was going after Leon so hard. Because they kind of talk about it, but not really. But there should be a sign in public restroom doors that say no EDPs allowed. Talking about like segregation. Did you ever play Separate Ways in Resident Evil 4? You play from Ada Wong's perspective as the Umbrella employee. I did play that, but I mean, like, I didn't play it. I watched Ubraxanova play it, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's just like Ada Wong's never really been an Umbrella employee, though. That's the thing. She's always just kind of been a two-time, right? She's never been an employee of someone. She's been a mercenary, right? Like she's done jobs for Umbrella and shit like that. But like she's not like the thing about Ada is she does still have a heart though. I want to play as like a full-blown evil Umbrella, full contracted Umbrella employee who's just doing these like insane things, and maybe we run into Leon or like someone else during our time. You know what I mean? I make a an interquel set between Resident Evil 4 and 5 where Wesker learns from Spencer that he has had a son, but Spencer manipulates him and saying his son died at childbirth, unaware that his son is indeed alive. Yeah. I just feel like there's such a like missed opportunity when it comes to Jake. You know what I mean? I feel like he kind of got like blue balled a little bit by Capcom about his character and shit like that. But so I'm just replying to some text messages, keeping up. My mom randomly texted me at like fucking 12 o'clock asking if I wanted to play Fortnite. Yo, W, mom. But anyways, yeah. EP, if y'all call the police on me, I'll find out where you live and eat your whole entire house, dude. I don't got much to eat. I don't really have much in terms of fucking groceries, bro. I have no cupcakes here. Would you believe it? EP can't handle the heat. Yeah, facts. Dude, EP's all talk, bro. EP guys, I lost my V card. I made an anime cartoon video of myself scoring with chicks. Easy win. That reminds me of the drama that took place a while ago about that guy who made like a has-been hotel animation or spent like what $50,000 on him like hooking up with some character from like has-been hotel or some shit. That was a crazy time on the internet. Umbrella might recruit EDP to be the new bio weapon in Resident Evil 10. Imagine we're just playing through fucking Resident Evil and the most grotesque, ugly looking fucking creature just crawls out of a fucking sewer and he's like, oh, cupcakes. Oh, eagles. Oh my God. Don't give him ideas, guys, because then they have to pay him royalties. Because then we have to pay him royalties. There's a YouTuber you need to expose. His name is Looney69. Hold on. Let me add that to the little page here. Is there a space in between? He's a NASCAR content creator. Blance, I think. Looney69. So is it like a NASCAR content creator? Interesting. I guess I could probably share the screen with you guys. I'm just looking over this guy's This guy's YouTube channel. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why I need to expose them. Hello, I'm Looney69. I'm a full-time NASCAR car creator, making content ranging anywhere between NASCAR, Heat stream, takes for NASCAR, YouTube, NASCAR, blah, 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 blah. What'd they do? What's the backstory here, Big J? After the whole Has-Been Hotel thing, Saber Spark was given an animation with the same quality and animation type for free. He posted it too. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I remember, like, I didn't really talk about it, but, like, you know, I was keeping up to date with, like, the drama and shit like that. Me, hey, EDP, do you want some cake? EDP, no, I prefer cupcakes. Jesus Christ. EDP loves cupcakes, dude. It's his favorite food, man. He likes young cupcakes. It's fucking weird. The Alice movie actually shows why Umbrella does what they do. They're actually extremely progressive and want to wipe out humanity to supposedly save the Earth. So, like, some fucking Thanos type shit. I mean, they're still evil, though. Big J says he's been exposed for saying the N-word on Steam and in DMs and making others look bad. Bad look up NASCAR Looney exposed. You'll see what I mean. Oh, let me. Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll check him out later. Because if all he's saying is the N-word, yeah, is that bad? But I don't know if it's like making a full-blown video exposing him worth. But if he's like doing other crazy shit, then yeah, I'll probably talk about it. I'm not really familiar with the NASCAR community, so it'll be an interesting way to kind of tap into that interest. Cakes remind EDP of legal adults. Cupcakes remind EDP of them being small. Are we fucking putting ages to fucking baking goods? Well, I guess that's the whole fucking EDP thing, right? Putting ages on cupcakes or whatever the fuck. Like, paste, motherfucker. Paste. One sec. Open. Why is this not copying? Hello? There we go. Bro, why the fuck? What is wrong with my computer right now? No, I don't want to. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, this was the animation. I see what you sent me. Cakes remind EDP of Lee. Oh yeah, sorry, I already read that, dude. I'm so good at streaming. Yeah, you made some bail agent look bad by claiming he was a pedo when he wasn't. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. If he's doing like false allegations and shit like that, then yeah. I'll probably look into it. If EDP was a Mortal Kombat character, his fatality would be turning his opponent into big cupcakes and he would eat them alive. Jesus Christ. You guys are fucking creative tonight. You guys are really fucking creative tonight. When you say evil in game, you mean like super villain evil, not like real evil like Columbine or EDPito grabbing cupcakes, right? It would be terrible if EDP got his own name. Well, I mean, it really depends on like what you mean by evil. Like, I feel like topics like that can be in video games. I think, you know, if they're done respectfully, yes, they can be in video games. But like, I'm more talking about like comic evil, like kind of like, you know, like I'm gonna destroy the world. Like, I feel like that stuff needs to be more present in games because I feel like, you know, we're really lacking on like good villains lately. You know what I mean? But he claims he's a 6-year-old kid in a community post. If that's true, he needs to grow the heck up. Yeah. There's sort of cupcakes all over the U.S. bakery factories. I wonder why. Because fucking dude, EDP's gobbling them all up. We got a fucking shortage going on, guys. If you guys got cupcakes, save them because fucking EDP is on the fucking prowl, guys. EDP is on the prowess. We gotta be careful, guys. We gotta protect our own. We gotta protect our own. Why am I getting a Star Trek Section 31 trailer? I heard that fucking show was trash. I heard that shit was trash. Hold on a sec. We're gonna play this animation real quick. Hold on one sec, guys. Cause baby, you're a firework. Wait, is it like streamer friendly or not? Ba, 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 because this shit's streamer friendly. I gotta make sure that there's audio too. I'm dying for it. Can you hear this shit? Hear this shit? Also, what the fuck am I looking at right now? What the fuck is this? Well, you say it's on YouTube. That doesn't mean it's streamer friendly, though. I've seen some crazy shit on YouTube that is definitely not streamer friendly. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio. Is the audio too loud? Confused on what the fuck I'm watching right now. Yo, what the fuck did I just watch? You got that shit for free? For free? Yeah, just remove that real quick. Yo, Felix, dog, chill, my man. Chill with the W's. Wait, my leggy is fucked right now. Hold on. All right. Are we back? Are we back in my leggy? Felix, chill with the W's. Jesus Christ, bro. Imagine if EDP wasn't a Adventure Time. The first thing you'll go is Candy Kingdom. Not 6 years old, 16. He says he's 16. Looney does in a community post. Oh, okay. Security guard and delivery driver as a job for a failed man mostly. Those were EDP's only go-to jobs. Yeah. Well, he does like fucking like construction shit now, I think, or something. They should make a movie where Uncle Ruckus and Black Dynamite put aside their differences to bring EDP to justice. Fuck. YouTube deleted my DJ Academics Exposed video. Wait, why? Why'd they delete it? For what purpose? What did it fall under? What, like bullying and harassment? Yet someone made it for him to show Verbalis that it was dumb waste of money. I mean, honestly, the whole idea is kind of dumb. I don't. Why is he self-inserting himself into like a fucking thing? It's just kind of weird to me. I feel like there's just better uses. Even free, I feel like there's better uses of your time and/or money and/or anything, your life. That's crazy. I love how no one even talks about him anymore, which is the funny thing. It for sure is. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna ask you guys a question because we talked about this earlier on stream. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. Can I do a poll? I don't know if I can do a poll. Can I do a poll? Oh, I can. Um, hold on one sec, guys. I'm writing a poll. One sec. One sec. All right, I just started a poll. Start a poll. I don't know if you guys can see the poll, but I started a poll. Let me know your honest opinions about that because I am very like starstruck on what I should do for like 3,000 subscriber special. You know what I mean? Got 83% yes, 17% no. Make sure you guys vote. Make sure you guys vote. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that. It's like because I did a cooking like his fucking fries, but like recently he so okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. 3,000 subs. I'm gonna do a cooking video. I'm gonna do an EDP cooking video. We're gonna bring it back because I feel like you guys really enjoyed the fucking whatchamacallit one, the chili cheese fries or whatever the fuck. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna fucking do it. Big W, guys. Big W. Which Mortal Kombat character would give EDP the best fatality? Probably, dude. Probably, what's his name? Brock, or whatever his name is. The guy with the fucking mouth, or like Melina. I think Melina would fuck his shit up. I don't know about you guys, but like we're talking about canon characters, right? They claim it broke child safety because of what DJ said, what he was going to do to the 15-year-old. Yeah, but then like, why is all the videos still up then? Right? Then explain like why all the videos of people exposing DJ academics are still up. I mean, I did my best to blur the kid, so I feel like that's kind of why I got away with it. But I mean, he wasn't even getting canceled; they were just laughing at him for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't really a cancellation, but like, season the tacos. Well, the thing is, if I'm gonna be following EDP's recipe, I'm gonna do it exactly like he does. Right? That's like the whole point of the video. Is like if he doesn't season them, I'm not gonna season my tacos. Like, even though I would like to, because I'm gonna fucking consume it afterwards. But like, if I'm just gonna make it the way he does, exactly the way he does. So, yeah. Ethics says tacos. Yeah, man, we're doing tacos, bro, and you guys are invited. Just kidding. Maybe I'll ship them out. Maybe my 3,000th subscriber, the person who gets me to 3,000 subscribers, I will ship out a fucking taco to your house. Don't forget the frosting on the tacos. Does he put frost on the tacos? EDP tacos? Yes, ghetto ass tacos. Sage Cosplay, hello. What up? What up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. There's a lot better chefs on YouTube than Enter That Prison. I like Guga and Chef Rush, the Townsends, the Pitmaster Boys. So many great YouTube cooks, and it was pastrami fries. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Is like, dude, there's a lot of good chefs, but like, I'm more interested in like the Case cooking and the Jack's cooking and like fucking the shitty ones because that's where you learn the most. Baraka, Baraka. I blurred the kid myself as well. Really? Okay, that fucking doesn't make any sense. Real? Yeah, facts. Felix, what up? What up? You said something besides W for once. Appreciate that. I'm assuming someone false flagged the video. Probably. It might have been one of the fucking DJ groomer fans unsubbing and resubbing to be the 3K. Yeah, guys, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. He made tacos, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Like, I'm pretty sure he made tacos, or did he make pastrami fries recently? Because I want to do what he recently made, like his most recent thing. Also, I love when you type in EDP, it's his fucking MK or HK MP5 video. Like, bro, you are not that guy. I guess he watches Squid Games. Hold on, I'm checking. I'm checking real quick to see if I'm making. If I'm even gonna be regular. Like I know because I'm fucking turning into XQC. I gotta know because I'm gonna be getting the ingredients for it. It was early Thanksgiving feast. That video was fucking nasty as fuck. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, chaotic kitchen making ghetto tacos. So I mean, it looks like he did season it. I think he seasoned it. It looks like he seasoned it. So yeah, we're gonna be making ghetto tacos. I don't know what the whole ghetto part is. I don't know if it's because he's black or if he fucking makes them like, ghetto. But YouTube guidelines was the reason why I didn't risk editing videos years ago before I decided to start making legit content. Yeah, dude. There's always like this glooming scare that your video is going to get taken down. Like every time you post a video, there's always a scare that's going to get taken down. It fucking sucks, especially if you already have strikes, right? Like if you already have strikes, it's even scarier because obviously you guys know 3 strikes, your channel's gone, just poof, like it never existed. So it's like you got to be really careful, and like YouTube very rarely backs down on a strike, right? You can argue, you can, but YouTube usually doesn't back down. So I mean, yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks your video got struck down like that. That's obviously very unfortunate, especially since you make good content. You talk about good shit. So EDP says, well, not EDP, but sorry, one sec. Yo, Plu, can I use your bathroom real quick? It's an emergency. I can't hold my explosive diarrhea. First of all, I've never let EDP into my house. Second of all, I never let him destroy my own porcelain pony. Okay, he's not. His ass is never touching that thing. I have like this nice, like softened cushion attachment to the toilet. Was fucking nice. He's not ruining that. He's not. Absolutely not. AP liking things I like actually makes me not like them. He likes guns. I like them less. He eats food. I like it less. He's a black Republican. I hate being a black Republican now. Dude. Unfortunately, one of those things you can't change. All right. One of those things you can't change. Well, 2 of those things you can't change. That being said, I mean, you just got to think of it from a perspective. It's like, obviously some mass murderer out there probably likes Minecraft, but I'm still going to play Minecraft. You know what I mean? Just one of those things where you kind of like, EDP's a basic human. He's going to be doing, he's going to like basic human shit aside from, being a creep and all that. But yeah. The good news is I can still have the DJ Academics video on my Rumble channel. There you go. There you go. I don't know. I feel like if YouTube's going to be taking down the DJ Academics shit, they need to be going after everybody, but they're not going to. They're going to go after the smaller channels that aren't going to really say anything. I don't know. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. I actually commented on EDP's new channel, and he actually responded to me. I said he'd be he'd be a loser even if the Eagles won, and he said from a guy without a thumbnail. Yeah. Dude, EDP's just fucking nasty, bro. Like, I understand. I don't know. I think it was you who said you still watch him. I just don't know why people still watch him. Genuinely, it's not even like a personal thing. Like, I can't force people to do anything. If you watch EDP, you watch EDP. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's just such a fucking nasty little ball of hate. There was an event a while ago where an animator was false striked after a scammer stole his animation and tried to re-upload it himself to steal it. YouTube gave a strike and refused to remove it. Yeah. YouTube's just so fucking ass backwards. Like, don't get me wrong. I am open-minded about a lot of things, right? I come into a lot of things with an open mind. But like with YouTube, it's like, yeah, is it a big platform? Yes. Is there thousands of hours of content being posted every single minute? Yes. But I feel like they could do a way better job with certain decisions like this, especially like in like the decisions when it comes to most viewed is what they need to make. Like bring it back to the SS Sniper Wolf situation where she docks Jack's films, right? They were in the limelight. They were in the lens of everyone. Everyone wanted to see the kind of decision they're going to come to. And they're like, yeah, we're going to briefly demonetize SS Sniper Wolf and both parties are in trouble. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's those big decisions that really set the president or the presidents on this platform. You know what I mean? So when it comes to decisions like getting a YouTube video banned and then them reviewing it and they're like, yeah, this is against terms and services. It's like, why does this happen so fucking often? And the excuse saying that it's a big platform and it's like it's hard to moderate it isn't a fucking good excuse anymore when we see the kind of decisions they're making on a daily basis. Like, I don't know what kind of training they're giving out to these people at YouTube, but it's fucking terrible. It needs a whole rework. Especially, referencing that's the sniper wolf, especially the bigger decisions where everyone is watching. Like, I lost so much respect for YouTube during that Sniper Wolf situation. They all out of a sudden decided, oh yeah, off platform things that happen don't affect your YouTube. Bull fucking shit. There's so many times where off platform shit happened where YouTube did punish the person. The EDP sting happened technically off platform, right? Like, even though it was uploaded on YouTube, it happened off platform, right? It wasn't something that happened on YouTube. It happened off platform. They still banned him, which, yeah, W YouTube. But, like, that's a complete contradiction to what happened with SS Sniper Wolf and fucking, what's his face? Jack's Films. You know what I mean? YouTube's just a bunch of bullshitters, man. They're actively trying to destroy the platform. And it would not surprise me if someone actually ever does sue YouTube for their mismanagement. Twitch, YouTube, all these fucking shitty platforms that don't know what they're doing. It wouldn't surprise me if someone ever decided to sue them for their incompetence. It's crazy. Even when WIPS were shown, it looked it took another YouTube with millions of subs to call the situation and his audience to defend it. Yeah, there's another situation that took place too, where someone completely ripped off another person's channel, and then the original channel got banned for impersonation. So the original content creator got banned for impersonation because some other asshole impersonated their content. How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up so bad where you make the complete opposite decision? I don't know. It blows my mind the kind of monkeys they got working at YouTube. The kind of monkeys flinging shit around the office. I really want, honestly, I want a documentary that dives into just the YouTube culture. I want someone to take a camera and just go sit at YouTube HQ and see what goes on a daily basis. Because it blows my mind if any work gets done there at all. EP joins the Minecraft server. Me, guys, protect the small villagers. Protect the children. Protect the women and children. Chris Hampton might be the only one who can take down EDP Punk. I think the only person who can take down EDP is probably a child, which is, I'm not condoning it, right? I'm not, saying that a child should take him down. I'm not trying to convince anyone to do anything. Obviously, do not talk to EDP if you're a minor at all. Do not interact with him whatsoever if you're a minor. But he is probably going to groom another minor, and hopefully that minor actually goes to the police and doesn't get anyone. Hopefully the best news that can happen is some independent shit goes down with EDP, and we find out later on that he's in jail. That's probably the best case scenario when it comes to one of these cases, right? But yeah, unfortunately, the only person who can take him down at this point is himself and his actions towards children, right? Or if the Kayla Hoskins police investigation actually gets somewhere, which it's not looking great. It's been almost 2 years, which is holy fuck, what are you guys doing? Someone tried to make a video calling out YouTube Kids and YouTube took the video down. Yeah, Destructor recently made a YouTube Kids video. It was good. It was good. It was a good video. I briefly touched on it when I was talking about the whatchamacallit. I talked about the Spunky situation. If you guys know what Sprunky is, W Sprunky, I guess. I don't know. I haven't played the game myself. But yeah, there was a lot of content creators who were taking Sprunky and sexualizing it and putting on YouTube Kids and shit. And so I called that out. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of YouTube Kids and the, shit that goes down. I think YouTube Kids is something that needs to be talked about because for whatever reason, parents think it's safe. YouTube Kids is not safe. YouTube Kids is not safe whatsoever. Nothing on the internet is safe. No matter what people tell you, the internet is not a safe place. Okay? Kids can access the internet, sure. Okay? They need to be heavily supervised. Right? Kids can be on the internet. Whatever. I'm fine with kids being on YouTube. Right? They're going to watch what they watch. But I feel as parents, they need to heavily monitor what their kids are doing constantly because, yeah, YouTube Kids is not a safe place, especially for small children. Imagine the amount of grooming and fucked up shit that can happen if a small child sits there and watches this sexual content throughout their entire life, right? Like they're just being exposed to the sexual content that these kids content creators are pushing out for whatever reason. Imagine the kind of undoable damage that'll do to a small growing brain. Like YouTube Kids is something that does need to be called out on a daily basis. Thank you, bro. That ElsaGate stuff was insane. Yeah, dude, that was a crazy time of YouTube. But luckily, a lot of content creators were calling it out at the time. The ElsaGate was like the big thing and everyone was calling it out. But then, they created YouTube Kids. They start banning a lot of the ElsaGate channels, which is good. But then, the shit's still there. It's just not as like noticeable now because they put it on a separate platform. They pretty much took all the shit and just removed it to a separate YouTube Kids platform. It's still the same platform, but it's its own separate thing. Right? So we don't see it as often because we're on regular YouTube. But if you go on YouTube Kids, I almost guarantee you guys are going to see brain rot fucking sexual content. It's actually really bad. And now the stream's going to get taken down just because I talked about it. It's sad people like EDP and Boogie lived so long with their terrible health decisions and younger, more innocent people didn't. Yeah, dude. We got to think there's tons of people out there who have kidney failure who unfortunately didn't have a chance. While EDP is over here like living as long as he has with kidney failure. I mean, it's something I brought up to in my EDP is dying video that I bring up, like the question of that. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how innocent people who haven't done anything are dying every single day. But yeah, anyways. The creator of the Amazing Digital Circus tried to fight the content farms. YouTube told her it was fair use, even though the videos were sexual animations of her character. Yeah, like same with the whatchamacallit, same with Sprunky. The content creator of Sprunky fully acknowledged the content farms, and he actually made the wise decision. The really fucked up decision, don't get me wrong, because I feel bad for this kid, right? He made something that blew up, right? He made something that he obviously enjoyed making, and a lot of kids really enjoyed. But then a bunch of fucking asshole content farms swoop in and sexualize characters and ruin it. They ruin it for everyone, right? Obviously, Spunky isn't something I'm into, not really my content, but I don't see the issue of kids liking it. It's not like it's like that brain rot, right? But then the content comes in, and that's what turns it brain rot, is the content creators who come in and just kind of like fucking destroy it. Right. And obviously, like something like Sprunky, I don't see anyone above the age of like 12 actually enjoying. But like I can see why a 12-year-old would enjoy it, but I don't see why anyone above it would, right? It's not just not our content, but that's not discrediting the person who made it, right? Whatever. Fucking get your bag. I even said in my video. But yeah, it sucks how a lot of these creators make something that isn't inherently bad, and then content farms swoop in and start fucking destroying the IP. I think like that should be a defamation cause or defamation, because like the whole idea of defamation is someone says something enough to like destroy your career, destroy your life. There should be a defamation cause against people who take your content and like make it so bad that people stop respecting you as a content creator, right? Like the Spunky person got like doxxed. Like the guy who made Sprunky, he got doxxed and got death threats, and it's like, why? He didn't do anything. Right? He's not the one who did this content farm. It's the content farmers who did it. Right? You can turn anything into brain rot. I can make a game about most random shit tomorrow, and a bunch of fucking content farms can come and fucking run with it and destroy my image. That I should be able to sue those content farms, right? But I guess because it's under fair use, it's fucking stupid, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be some sort of ownage there. Like, I feel like if it's your IP and you own the IP, people shouldn't be able to like just take your content without permission. But then again, that's a whole different story, right? Because then you get assholes like the fucking Skibbity Toilet guy copyright striking people's videos over assets that aren't even fucking his. EDP's real father is Kirby. Fucking hell. I think the Spawn would perfect to fuck up EDP in the 90s. One of Spawn's most worst villains was an ice cream man named Billy Kincaid, who was child killer. Spawn ripped him into shreds with the chains. Yo, W Spawn? Can I get W's in chat for Spawn, guys? W Spawn? Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Jesus, man. Jesus. Dude, this got 17,000 views, the EDP video. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of cringe. Dude, he's so fucking big, bro. Like, EDP is such a big bitch. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you guys. Like,
Fucking EDP is such a big fucker. Oh my god, bro. Oh, dude, look at how big he is. This motherfucker should not be making tacos. He should be making a fucking salad. God damn. John Cena would break his back lifting TDP. I don't think any fucking like pro lifter or any sort of like buff dude would be able to pick this fat fuck up. It's crazy. Just look at him, man. Look at the fucking shine. Like, look at the light shining off his titties. Like, hailing from Dunkin' Donuts from the great state of obesity, EDP 445, and the crowd goes nothing. Bonesaw is here. He has bigger boobies than any woman. Well, why do you think he can never find a woman? Because they're jealous. Oh my god, bro. Should we check this video out, guys? Should we check it out? Do we know if my volume's working? Because I can't really hear anything. I have to plug my earphones or my earbuds in, but I'm like too fucking lazy, bro. But damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Big poopa plump would have thicker than Mark Henry. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is Mark Henry, guys? Hold on. I gotta look this shit up. I'm surprised no one's made any like queso references. Damn. Yeah, but at least this guy's like somewhat fit. Like at least this guy's got some arms on him. You know what I mean? At least this guy's got some fucking arms on him. Okay, you guys are doing him wrong. Okay, at least this guy, at least this guy's got some fucking arms on him. Okay. All right. I want you to apologize right now. I can totally see how someone could like I can totally see how someone could like fucking whatchamacallit, like plaster EDP's face over this guy and it wouldn't look that out of place. Jesus Christ, man. WD, yeah. Mark is a strong man. Oh, is he? EDP looks like Imagine Dune from Dragon Ball. Google WWE Visceria. Okay, hold on. Damn! Damn. Yo, how's this guy even? This guy's This is more like, yo guys. This is more like fucking EDP's. Like this is more EDP, bro. This is definitely more EDP's alley. Okay, I'm sorry, Ploop. Sorry, Mark Henry. Cole from Gear War. Cole from Gear War looks like EDP's twin brother. Yo, that's just fucking disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful. Cole, dude, Cole. Yeah, bro. What do you think of Cyrax? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video on him one day. Cause I remember like following the Cyrax shit. I remember watching like a Turkey Tom video about Cyrax and like, damn, the guy's a fucking freak. He looks like a freak too. I mean, that's the thing is like looks can be deceiving, but he looks exactly how he acts. So I heard he's a VTuber now. That's what I've heard. I heard he's a VTuber now. EDP versus Versa is a fat match for the ages. No. Don't people hold on? Don't people do like Don't people do like EDP WWE shit? Isn't that like actually a thing? Dude, why is there so many of these fucking videos? Yo, one sec, guys. Hold on. Why is there so many fucking videos of like EDP and shit like that? Like, hold on. Like, why is this such a huge fucking genre? Like, there's so many of these fucking videos. Like, why is there so many, bro?
Who next?
Why is it lagging so bad?
And from New York, weighing in at 406 pounds, the Predator.
I won't pretend this competitor hasn't done some exceptional things, but I am not referring to them by the new nickname.
Boom!
Seriously? I think
Boom!
the absolute best ever at this.
Boom!
Ask is a totally
Boom!
You would, wouldn't you, Corey?
Boom! Ah! Boom! Boom!
Jesus
Who
Christ.
next? Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
Bro. Why is that like such a huge thing? And then what's crazy is even like he looks smaller in the game, which is crazy because he's still a big bitch, but his VTuber is cursed. Yeah, I know. Viscera actually died from a heart attack in 2014. Damn, dude. You hear a lot of that with like WWE stars, though. Unfortunately, like Andre the Giant too. Like I think died from a heart attack. So that, I mean, damn. Some do. I have done that for self burial. I had EDP in the background. I think. Oh, okay. Because EDP in WWE is funny and fat wrestlers are kind of popular in WWE's history. Yeah. I'm not, I mean, obviously you're more like knowledgeable about WWE and stuff. Like obviously you guys are. I watched like the only time I ever watched WWE is when I went over to my friend's house. He was like a massive John Cena fan and we used to watch it. And don't get me wrong, I can understand the appeal of WWE. It just wasn't really up for me. Like I like at that time I was kind of watching more more like gameplay. Like I used to watch a lot of like 2K WWE and shit like that. Like the games they were just, like I used to like playing them a lot more than actually watching it. But have you ever heard about the girl that went from making kids content to destroying gravestones of babies? Jesus Christ, man. We really do live in a sick world, don't we? No, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Some of his early kids were WWE kids, and plus you get to beat his ass with the chair and throw him through a table. Don't want hit EP with a chair. Bloop. Well, for legal sake, I can't say I would. But that being said, I saw people doing it. If you know what I mean. Oh Jesus Christ! Do people have no decency these days? First, we got OnlyFans. Now we can't even go into public without seeing fucking people doing it, bro. It's crazy, man. Crazy. A lot of EP's early content was WWE videos. I didn't even know about that. I joined during the like rant era, back when you used to just make like rant videos. That's kind of like when I joined the era, and like we used to just make clips about shit. So I wasn't there during like the early days, but like, you know, I used to be like sub to like Nova Pipe Bomb and shit. Like I used to watch a little bit of I used to watch a little bit of content back in the day when it comes to like WWE and shit. But I wouldn't be like knowledgeable enough to hold a conversation like it would like hockey or Borderlands or Star Wars or one of these other things I'm actually like really into. But No, stop. Why am I getting a fucking A&W? Ain't nobody want A&W? I used to love their fucking frozen root beers, but then they took that away from me. The truth about Clean Girl ruining Graves reviews. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, she's like, this girl's like fucking, she's fucking advertising a law firm. I mean, fair enough. Hey, man, get that fucking bag, dude. EP really hates John Cena and a big fan of Triple H and AJ Styles. Oh, okay, yeah, I was a John Cena fan as a kid because that's who I watched, right? That's who my friend was into. That's who I watched. You know, I liked his stage presence. But speaking of WWE, the worst story ever was Chris Benoit, who self-deleted after deleting his wife and son. Horrible tragedy. They don't even say his name anymore. Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, there's a lot of like mentally ill people in every sport, right? Like esports, hockey, soccer. Like it just sucks, man. That shit happens. EDP looks like a typical anime Disney villain. Yeah. A&W is low-key good. I mean, it depends, man. Like I've had good A&W. Like I really enjoy the bison burger and shit. And like their chicken burger is actually really fucking good. I don't know if you guys have A&W in your area, but like, you know, triple burger, the triple burger is pretty good. Or not triple burger, the fucking the chicken burger. And also the buddy burger is not bad too. But like it's just not my number one pick. Okay? It's not my number one pick. My number one pick has got to be Wendy's. I think Wendy's is my favorite place to go get fast food. Like if we're talking about strictly if we're just talking about strictly like fast food, not like including like restaurant, like actual restaurants, my favorite fast food is definitely Wendy's, right? You get a nice frosty. Like a lot of things I complain about is you can't get ice cream with your food, right? You go to certain locations, like obviously McDonald's does ice cream and stuff, but like some fast food places just doesn't do ice cream, right? But you go to Wendy's, you get a frosty, you get spicy nuggies. You know what I mean? You can get a salad if you want. It's just, dude, it's just Wendy's is just good. Right? But anyways, A&W's all right though. I have an A&W like pretty close to my place, so I get it once in a while if I'm like really fucking hungry. Sorry I'm late. All good, Jaeger Bomb, bro. We're still streaming, bro. We're still. Are you in to Black Ops 6 Zombies? I played it a little bit. When it first came out, because I obviously have like Game Pass and shit, I was playing it quite a lot. I was just trying to get like the challenges done and stuff. But after a while, I stopped playing, but it was good. Like I really did enjoy it. But I like as of right now, I haven't really been playing Black Ops at all. I kind of uninstalled it. But yeah, Black Ops 6 is definitely probably like my top 3 favorite Black Ops zombies. Obviously, Black Ops 2 Zombies I think is my favorite, and then Black Ops 3 Zombies I think is my second favorite, and then Black Ops 6. But yeah, good question. Good question. Thoughts on True OS or Triple OS? I don't know what that is. I was at my girlfriend's house when I got the notification. Are you still at your girlfriend's house? EDP's dad is still alive. I was surprised he was so skinny. EDP's mom was fat as shit like him. Yeah. EDP's dad probably doesn't really like talk to him that much though. You can tell even like the videos he was in, he doesn't really like EDP or Bryant or whatever. I guess we're going to be formal about it, but yeah, he's still around, man. His mom though, she's gone. But for fast food burgers, it's either triple or got it. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. But yeah, no, I'm a big Wendy's guy. I've tried Boardwalk before because I used to work at a place near Boardwalk, so we used to go there for like lunch and shit. It's not bad. Like it really isn't. Like there's some like against popular belief, there's actually some good Canadian fast food places. Like there's a couple like I like to like I know this is gonna sound really fucking like stupid, but I like to kind of eat locally, I guess. So like in where I live, there's a couple like independent places, right? Like obviously we have like Wendy's, or we don't have Wendy's. We have like McDonald's and other shit like that. But like there is a couple places that's like family owned that actually does make really good food. So I usually eat at those places as much as I can. Like if I'm gonna go out to eat, I'll go to like a local family diner if it's good, right? Obviously I go where the food's good. right? But I think, especially like right now with this economy, I think that's better because you're helping them out as well. But the best fast food that you'll get your hands down on is Whataburger, in my opinion. I mean, if we're talking about like burgers, dude, this might be fucking controversial. But if we're talking about like actual burger joints, I got to go with Five Guys. Five Guys, in my personal opinion, makes the best burgers. Their fries are all right. All right, their fries are all right, but like their burgers are actually pretty good, man. You can't go wrong with a good Five Guys burger. Plus the name is just so like Five Guys. Fuck, man. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm saying? Like Five Guys. Just nutted in my eyes, bro. Like, damn. Has the Wendy's in Canada reduced the size of their Frosties because they didn't? They did that in America. Frosties can be. Sorry, excuse me. Frosties used to be in the soda cups. Now they're small as fuck. Oh shit, EDP would say that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a Frosty in a while. I'll be honest. I haven't really had Wendy's in a while because there's not really a Wendy's near me. I have to like fucking drive like 30, 40 minutes to go get to the nearest Wendy's. But I don't know. Like I remember their Frosties being decently big. I know they're like lemonades are fucking big. Like Wendy's lemonades are fucking huge. But like even like size comparisons, you know, America obviously has bigger sizes, I think. But I don't know. Triple O's is fast food burger place in Canada. It's mainly in BC, but it's in Alberta and Ontario. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never came across one of those. Surprisingly. Yes, it's kind of late to ride back to my house. Yeah, fair enough. When you say local, do you mean mousse and maple syrup? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, just gonna go fucking, drink some maple fucking syrup, and fucking ride my moose to the nearest fucking hockey rink, But no, seriously though, like when I mean local, I just mean like family-owned businesses, right? Like that's pretty much what I mean. And believe it or not, one of those family-owned businesses are is a place that sells maple syrup. Whoa, fucking hell! It just writes itself, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Five Guys is a restaurant or a fast food place, but we're talking about fast food. Whataburger is the best. Why did I say that with an accent? Whataburger. Whataburger is the best. Look for burgers, but I prefer Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. Yeah. Dude, I haven't tried Chick-fil-A. I tried their fries because someone at the job brought Chick-fil-A fries. So I tried them, and I was like, hey, these are actually pretty fucking. I tried Chick-fil-A sauce. It's actually pretty good, but I've never had a Chick-fil-A burger. I have had a Jollibee's burger. Jollibee's is actually pretty underrated. If you don't know, if you have a Jollibee's, pretty fucking good. It's a good chicken place. Church's chicken is pretty fucking good. But in terms of burger, I don't know. I just like, out of all the burger places I've had, Five Guys is probably the best one. But that being said, Five Guys, like in terms of burger, isn't the best burger I've ever had though. The best burger I've ever had was a fish burger in Hawaii. So a while ago, obviously, I went to Hawaii. Okay, right, big spender here, right? Even though I'm not for any of it, I went to Hawaii and I went to like this local, like it was like a little shack. It was like a little shack on like the beach or whatever. Like they're everywhere in Hawaii. And I got like a burger, like freshly caught that day, and it was a fresh fish burger. And I swear to God, it was probably one of the best burgers I think I've ever had. And the price really showed too, because it was in America and it's a little bit more expensive. But in terms of like just like casually eating burgers, Five Guys is the way to go. Five Guys have good shakes. They really do. They really do. Do you know what place has shit shakes? I'm about to be controversial. Dairy Queen. Fuck Dairy Queen shakes, bro. They're too thick, bro. I like a little bit of thickness, but that should be too thick, bro. And on top of that, the flavors suck. Have you ever had a chocolate Dairy Queen shake? Not my favorite, bro. Have you seen Lolcow live streaming talking about Boogie 298 being gay rumors? I don't really keep up with Lolcow because I don't really care about Lolcow, I'll be perfectly honest. And I feel like a lot of the drama on that show is forced. I stopped caring after Boogie had cancer or whatever, or fake cancer. And, obviously, Gnome Star over there decided to keep him on Lolcow Live, even though he should have fired him at that point. You don't fucking fake cancer. That really affects a lot of people. So the fact that he kept it on Lolcow Live pisses me the fuck off. But so at that point, I kind of just stopped watching Lolcow Live. I'm like, fuck this show. How far are we going to go for entertainment when it comes to like doing shit like that? So personally, if he's gay, cool. If he's not gay, cool. I don't really care about Boogie that much. You think EDP's doc will be released on the Sting anniversary? I don't think so. I think if Mike Clum's being smart about it, he's probably going to release it sooner. But that being said, I just don't like. I don't think a lot of people will notice. Like a lot of people who like aren't as diehard EDP haters, like the majority of us are, like at least in this community. I feel like a lot of people aren't even going to notice that it's on his anniversary. So I don't think Mike Plum has it planned for the anniversary. I think he's just going to release it when he releases it, right? I think once he finishes the editing this month and like fully finishes all the stuff he wants to do, he's probably going to throw out a trailer. He's going to edit and post a trailer, and then we're probably going to get it a month after that trailer. So, I don't know, what is it? It's February, March, April. Like, we might get it at the beginning of April. Maybe he does plan to put it on the anniversary. I mean, it would be cool. It definitely would be cool, like just in terms of like the lore of everything. But where I missed, by the way, what are we talking about? Dude, you haven't really missed much. We've just been yapping, dude. This has just been a fucking 2.5-hour yap sesh. So we're just kind of talking about whatever. We were talking about Dan Schneider earlier. We were talking about EDP. We were talking about fucking burgers. We were talking about this is like, you know how you guys join chats of like bigger content creators and it's like actually has a plan and they talk about actual stuff that is relevant to the stream. This is called the ADHD version, where we just kind of talk about whatever. Whatever gets brought up, we talk about. So, yeah. And also, man, I subbed to you months ago. Thanks for the updates on EDP Doc. Hey, man, no problem. I appreciate you subscribing and watching my updates, man. I do genuinely appreciate that. And I'm going to keep posting them, at least up until the documentary comes out. And once the documentary comes out, I'm probably going to react to it. I'll be honest with you guys. We're probably going to, I don't know. I talked to Kayla recently. I don't know if she's still up to it. We're going to get Kayla in a stream. We're probably going to get Rinse, Destructor, EDP All Access, you know, and Mr. Gamer. We're probably going to get all those guys. People have been kind of like following this whole entire thing. And we're probably all just going to react to it live, which would be pretty fucking goated, if I'm being honest. And obviously, I'm going to talk about it after as well, right? Like I'll give my honest opinions about how it is, right? Like I'm gonna try to give my genuine opinions about if I liked it or not. But and plus, I wanted to get my Lover's Embrace perk. I'm sorry, I've been playing a lot of Fallout lately. Dude, that's the nerdiest shit I've ever heard, and I'm all for it. I've actually been to Toronto in 2004. I've never been to Quebec, but I also speak French and have been in France. Hell yeah, man, that's cool. Toronto's all right. I've been there briefly. I went to Niagara Falls not too long ago. So, you know, I kind of stopped it. We were by Toronto. Not my favorite place in the world. Okay. I don't really like, I don't know. It's not really my favorite place, but Pluvius, I gave my mom $1,500. Why? Why did you give your mom $1,500? That's fucking rent, bro. That's crazy. Furby guy says, hello. What up, dude? Hope everyone is having a good night. I'm having a great night, man. I hope you're having a good night. I hope everyone in chat's having a good night. We're just vibing, dude. Trying to end this Monday off on a good note. Just vibing, hanging out, talking shit. Also kind of irrelevant. I also just got my first MVP with Black Widow and Marvel Rivals. I wish I had clipped it, dude. That's fucking rare. That's rare. That's more rare than an actual a good Spider-Man. That's crazy, bro. Be careful of Traveler's Diarrhea, dude, right? Dairy Queen is goated. Yeah, like I like Dairy Queen, right? Dude, it's just expensive, man. Like I like the flamethrower, okay? I'm a big flamethrower guy. I like spice. I'm a big flamethrower guy, right? But like, dude, like it's like fucking like $22 for a meal. That's nutty, bro. Especially when you can go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac meal for like fucking $16 or $15. Like, I don't know, man. Fucking crazy, bro. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I don't really eat Pop-Tarts, I'll be honest. They're a little bit too sweet for me, but maybe one day I'll try it. I remember back in the day I used to just like eat Pop-Tarts raw, right? I never actually used to put them in the toaster oven. I used to just fucking eat them, bro. At what point is it like not breakfast anymore and it's literally just a fucking dessert, bro? If I ever decide to travel to another country, I'll make sure to pack Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, exactly. You got to be ready for everything, bro. Mike shouldn't have worked on other projects while working on the EP doc. Yeah, I mean, I share the exact same opinion as you. I feel like in his mind, he's getting it right. Like, I understand that he knows, but from the mind of someone who wants to see it, the more you delay it, or not delay it, but like obviously he probably has an idea of when he's going to release it. But then to the regular consumers, when it seems like you're working on other projects, it's like, bro, just get this doc done. Right? Like everyone's been waiting for it. And it feels like if the least amount, like if you're putting more time on other projects, it feels like this documentary is being delayed. right? Which is not a good look, especially for people who are trying to support you, like the Patreon and stuff like that. Like there are people who are actually paying Mike Clum and trying to support him financially. But it's like the issue is a lot of people want to see the CDP doc, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I want to support him and I want him to do more documentaries, right? I obviously like Mike Clum's style. I think he does a really good job. But like, I also want to see the CDP doc, and I feel like he stopped putting as much effort in the editing, and it's like we're right in home stretch. If he continues editing, maybe we'll get it a month sooner, but I doubt it. I'm sure he already has a release date plan. But like, I don't know, dude. I think speaking from the perspective of someone who wants to see it, and from the perspective of someone who, let's say I did financially support Mike Clum, that would kind of piss me off. But I prefer these at least. Yo, at Plubius EDP doc stream reaction. Yeah, we're gonna be doing it. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Okay, but like maybe I'm working that day, or maybe Kayla's busy, or maybe everyone's busy. But there will be a stream. there will definitely be a video. There will most likely be a stream. Because I want to react to it, bro. And we even got Mike Clum's blessing to react to it, right? He wants to see our reaction to his documentary, right? Like that's one of the things he did say. He said, I want to see your guys' reaction to the documentary. Right. So it'd be interesting to kind of get Kayla, someone who was in the documentary, get, all access, EDP all access has been a huge contributor to the CDP stuff. The guy definitely deserves his, just deserves. The dude streams, the dude constantly puts out content, re-uploads the EDP's content. Like we need to get MG has been supplying me with drama. Mr. Gamer, he's been part of the community for a year. Like we just need to get these guys into a stream and just like react to it, because this is kind of the epitome of everything we've been doing so far, right? Like that's kind of the thing. Like obviously it's not the epitome. EDP getting arrested is the epitome, but like this is obviously something huge, right? And we can't ignore it. It's something massive that Mike Clum is putting together. Yeah, in all seriousness, she lives in deep South Alabama. I live in Florida, Bama Shore. So yeah, the time I got home, it would already be 11. Yeah, dude. Honestly, some days you just got to kick back and say, fuck it, dude. I'm staying, bro. Man, I really want to see the EDP doc. EDP is like the most ridiculous person I've heard of. Yeah, that's why I mean, like this documentary, like is going to be entertaining. I feel like I'm not trying to put up like false hope for it, because like I haven't seen it, but it's going to be an entertaining doc from the aspect of like EDP, right? Like we're going to get a deeper dive into his psyche. We're going to get a deeper dive into his opinions on what took place, because obviously Mike Clum's going to do his research, right? He even talked about how we're diving into the first, situation, the first interaction that took place with the cupcake. Then we're diving into the Kayla situation. So, if it really depends on how people are going to see it, because I'm obviously going to see it and be like, yeah, EDP's still a scumbag. Obviously, some people are going to see it and have sympathy, which is, you can't stop it. You can't really dictate how people are going to react to something. But like, from the perspective of just like the psyche aspect and Mike Clum, I've seen the previous Boogie one and I know the way he dives into things. I think it's going to be entertaining, but I'm still going to criticize it, right? Like I'm still going to be very open and honest about how I feel about it. Hey, what's your opinion on the Dream and Tommy Innit drama? Well, I made a video about it originally. I said, Dream obviously said what he said, called all Tommy Innit fans retarded and shit like that. But it was just too much, man. Dream did like a 2-hour long fucking stream that I watched like snip clips. Tommy Innit made his response to it. Dream then made his clap back to it. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I made my initial video talking about it, and that's all I really wanted to do, because I'm like, this is just some fucking bullshit that could be handled behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, I really like Tommy Innit. I've said it before. People didn't like that opinion, which is fine. If you like Tommy Innit, cool. But I don't like Tommy Innit. I find him kind of cringe, and his response was also kind of cringe. Not gonna lie. You can't say what someone can and not say about something. It's like you can't be saying the R slur, man. Well, you can. You definitely can still say the R slur. And if we're trying to cancel someone for saying the R slur, unless they said it to someone who's actually disabled, that's really fucked up. That's never okay. I don't think you should ever say it for someone who's actually disabled. When I think retarded, I don't think of a disabled person. I just think of someone who's being extremely fucking dumb, purposely being dumb, or like being dumb. I don't see it as actually being a disabled person, right? But his response was just kind of bad, and he did like a 5-minute very open-ended thing about saying, you harassed my mom. It's like, dude, show some proof. Tell your side of the story. What the fuck, man? It just turned out to be a drama I didn't really care about. Mike's Epps said it best at show 2 years ago. If you ain't killing people and you ain't touching kids, it's not too late. You ain't got to be 100% overnight. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Dairy Queen milkshake is great. You are wrong. You are wrong. Just kidding. I mean, I can see how they're good. I mean, they're just too much for me, man. I like me a good simple milkshake. I think Dairy Queen's just the soft serve milkshakes to me are just I want like a normal ice cream milkshake, you know what I mean? We don't have any Dairy Queens in Washington D.C. Damn, dude. Dairy Queen, their fries are good. I like their fries, and their onion rings too are not bad, and their poutine. Oh, of course, the Canadian likes poutine. Shut the fuck up. But of course, their poutine is good as shit. But I don't know, dude. It's just expensive for what again. I think society has progressed. 100 years ago, cupcake was normal. Yeah. Well, yeah, the age of consent back in the day was a lot lower. Even look back in the cowboy days, right? You were able to marry a 14-year-old. It was fucking weird back then, dude. Bro was making a Family Guy reference though. The more we talk about EDP, I feel like we're just giving him more popularity. He should be an outcast at this point, but he keeps returning to YouTube, and the Cupcake Loving Planet is relentless. I mean, it's really a double-edged sword, right? Because, yes, I do fully understand making EDP content does shed light on EDP. I think I even brought that up with Mike Klum. I mean, I was like, you do realize making this documentary is going to boost EDP into the limelight, right? Everyone's going to be talking about him. And he understands that. But that's kind of the double-edged sword that I talked about for years is in order to talk about this, unfortunately, you have to give that person attention, right? That's kind of the big thing. And I agree. I feel like everyone should stop talking about EDP. Problem with EDP, though, is he keeps coming back, so we have to talk about him, right? As much as I would love to stop talking about him, even though I enjoyed it, obviously, I feel like a lot of people get some satisfaction from this kind of stuff. But, I would love to stop talking about him, right? He fucking sucks. He's annoying, right? He's terrible. But, I feel like I should talk about him. I get so many views off of it too, right? I'm not going to deny that either. I obviously get views off of EDP content. It's some of my top content, right? So if I'm getting views off something, why not continue it? I understand it gets some views, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying positive things about him, right? That's the thing is I'm not saying positive things. I'm not ever trying to downplay what he did. But at the same time, I feel like there are people out there who should be talking about him, even if it does give him attention. But I don't know. And that's the thing. It depends on the kind of attention you're giving him, right? Honestly, if you, Rinse Destructor, are making a stream, I'm probably going to watch the doc so we can all watch it together for the first time. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I feel like that's kind of what's going to happen. Is we're probably all going to hop in a co-ed StreamYard stream, and someone's going to play it on their computer, and we're all just kind of going to watch and react to it, and kind of give our, give our opinions as we go. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of what we're going to do. And if we have Kayla in the stream, that's even better because she was actually in the documentary, and we could probably actively ask her questions during her interview part. So, yeah, it's going to be a big day. I feel like it's going to be a huge day. So, this is off topics, but have you seen Dexter's Laboratory episode where Dexter clones his sister with Clone Zero? That was a very specific question, and I don't think so. I watched a lot of Dexter Lab, so I probably did, but not enough to remember what you're talking about or get the reference. Hey, what's up, big dog? Dude, just chilling, man. Just having a chill Monday night, man. Just talking, shooting shit, hanging out with the community. You're wrong, Plubius. Bro, do I need to make a fucking Destructor exposed video? Is this going to be the end of our friendship? Just be like, yeah, so Destructor likes Dairy Queen milkshakes? Fuck that guy. How fucking dare he? Rinse is going to have to jump in with his video. Everyone's going to have to pick sides. Man, that'd be funny as shit. Honestly, the R slur, it's kind of like the F slur or the N word. You just don't call anybody that, period. I mean, I'm fine with the word. It really depends on how you say it. I mean, a lot of people keep it. I feel like, it does offend a lot of people, and it is sad. I feel like if you do use it for the sake of trying to offend someone in terms of actually trying to offend them in terms of them being actually mentally ill, really fucked up. But I wouldn't compare it to the N slur. I think that's pretty crazy. Or I mean that's slur too. I don't say the F slur usually, if at all. I use it sometimes because I fuck around with my sister who's actually gay. So I feel like it's okay if they give you the pass and you can say it with them. But I think I'm just in typical fashion saying it just to be edgy, kind of cringe. But oh my god, now I'm being canceled because I said the F slur with my gay sister. Whoa. KFC gravy tastes like ecstasy. Yeah, dude. I feel like there's no denying that KFC gravy is really fucking good. I don't know why, but it's so good, bro. Honestly, there's one Dairy Queen and like 40 minutes away from my house. If I was Dairy Queen, I would put thousands of them in Florida. They make money from how it. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know, man. It's just overpriced as shit. That's my big thing against Dairy Queen. It's like, dude, it's just like nasty as fuck. Or not nasty. What the fuck am I saying? It's just not like I don't like most of their burgers, but I mean, like, dude, their flamethrower is pretty good. Why do I feel like he was trying to imply that EDP is horrible? I don't know, dude. It depends on how you like take away from that. Popular opinion, but I really do not like KFC gravy. Fair enough. I mean, I like it. I like it, and you're the outcast here. So you said the F slur, you canceled. Yeah. Totally out of context, right? It's not like I was saying it with my openly gay sister who calls me it all the fucking time. If I wear something that's even a little bit colorful, she calls me it. So I'm like, fuck you. Like, I think that's a little bit different. Same with saying the N-word. I think, like, if your black friends are okay with you saying it and you're with your black friends and they have no issues and you're not saying it to be fucking racist, I don't see you being canceled over that compared to, like, say, like someone like PewDiePie saying it to be hurtful to someone. That's a little bit different, or saying it to be hurtful, or, you know, obviously I'm not a gatekeeper of the N-word. I'm not black, so. But, yeah. F slur, aka Melanie Mac's favorite word. Dude, that shit was so cringe, bro. Like, she's like, dude, why is Melanie Mac even fucking relevant anymore? She's such like a fucking like pick me girl who just like fucking just dick rides off the right. Like, it's just so cringe. Like, yeah, let me make a video of me just like screaming the F slur. Yeah, because that's so edgy and badass, and all these fucking just want to fuck her. Like, shut the fuck up. That shit's cringe as shit, bro. The pass only works in private with people who are okay with it. Even people who can reclaim slurs shouldn't say them out of nowhere without asking. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Like, I feel like, say what you want. If you want to say the N-word, say it. But if some dude comes and fucking kicks your teeth in for saying it, hey man, that's called freedom of speech, and that's called freedom of getting your shit kicked in. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, is like, you know, it's like one of those things where if your black friends are cool with it, say it with them. But if you're like out in public and you're with other people you don't know, maybe don't say it. But again, you can say it. Go ahead. But just, if you get your shit kicked in, you get your shit kicked in. And you can't even be upset, because a lot of people take offense to that word. It's not even like being a snowflake. That word has very evil connotations to it. Same with the F slur, and same with the R slur. But, man. 19-year-old goes out with a 15-year-old, life destroyed. Creepy 6-year-old man dates an 18-year-old girl. People let it slide because she's legal, but still feels wrong. See, 1915 is interesting because it's like, it's a 3-age year gap, but it's like, I don't know. 1915 is such like an interesting concept when it comes to like being canceled on the internet, because it's like, should a 19-year-old be like hooking up with a 15-year-old? Probably not, just because, you know, they're still technically a minor and you're technically an adult at that point. But, you know, there's Romeo and Juliet laws. I'm not going to fucking destroy someone's life because they're 19, they date a 15-year-old, especially if they're like 18. Well, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's a 4-year age gap. It's not great. But yes, the 60-year-old man and 18-year-old is fucking weird. Even though it's legal, I mean, that's still fucking weird. It's not pedophilic, but it's weird. Like a 19 and 15-year-old, can't you find someone who's 16 or 17? I just think, I don't know, man. I mean, I got it. Call my sister a dyke all the time, and she'll respond by calling me a homo. It's just the playful banter. So I get people saying it to her. People feeling, yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, saying it in playful banter is a little bit different than saying like it hurtful to someone who actually, you know, takes offense to that slur, right? It's a little bit different. By the way, I was implying that the structure was implying that not you, in case if you got the wrong idea. I know you hate him with a burning passion, and rightfully, bro is a cupcake lover. No, I understand what you're saying. That's why I didn't like, you know, talk too much about it. And I understand what you're saying. The structure, yeah, the structure does imply that. I mean, we'll see. I mean, even like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I guess we'll see. You know who loves using the F slur, the N slur? Oh yeah, EDP. Yeah. That's someone who just uses it for the sake of like using it. That's the thing about EDP, is he just fucking uses it to use it. Like, I mean, I don't think he has used it in a bad connotation. So hope I haven't been annoying to you in the past, Pluvius. Not at all, man. Not at all. No one has really annoyed me in terms of my community or like people like in general. I don't really get annoyed that easily, but no, like No one annoys me. And if you do annoy me, I just pretty much block. Like that's the thing that people gotta understand is if I find you annoying or I don't like you in the community or I just don't like you in general, I'm probably just gonna block you. Like I'm pretty simple forward like that. So I'll be burning the living hell out of her time to bring my old mean side. Yeah, exactly. Dude, Melanie Mackey is just fucking so cringe, bro. Your thoughts on the Leo convoy drama? I'm not familiar with that right now. Maybe I'll look into it. Do you know Casey Anthony? I do not. I have a ton of trans friends who regularly say the T slur playfully. While I'm okay with them using it, I'm not comfortable saying it myself, just prefer it in friend groups. Yeah, exactly. It really, like, everything depends on the situation, right? Like, a lot of things in life depend on the situation. The way you talk to your friends and fuck around with your friends and say crazy shit probably isn't the same you're going to act in public with your friends at a fucking movie, right? So it's like everything kind of has their own connotation to it, right? Their own situations. So, like, hopefully EDP has lost the right to say the N-word. Like, I think everybody in the black community agrees with me. Yeah, dude. Take the pass away, bro. Just like how they took the pass away from Drake. To be honest, this is my opinion. As long as people aren't being a hypocrite about what they say, I say go ahead and say it. Yeah, I mean, really, freedom of speech. I'm all about freedom of speech. Say what you want, but freedom of consequences also is a huge thing too, right? I mean, I know me and Doug said it before. EP says the most unnecessary motherfuckers and N-words that I've ever heard. Yeah, dude just kind of throws them in to be edgy. He has a massive issue, which is crazy how he's even monetized on YouTube. EP really loves cheap words to use as tools to use. Sorry, excuse me, to show off his edginess. Sorry. And he likes to swear a lot, assuming that it will make him look cool and somebody who just can't hold back his tongue. Yeah. I mean, at the time, it was kind of cool because, like, it felt like he was just saying, like, he was just being very open-minded. But, like, yeah, dude, trying to, like, react to one of his videos now or, like, talk about him now is so hard because if you add clips, you got to blur, like, most of his fucking words, dude. What's the T slur? It is. Just kidding. Okay, I knew she cleared it up anyways. EDP is so black you can't see him at night, and so fat he's great combination, right? Well, that's so valid. I also enjoy messing with you, but I'd stop if you're more cool with it. But I haven't said anything, so I haven't thought as much about it. Yeah. No, dude, I'm a pretty chill guy. Like, it takes a lot to, bug me or irritate me or annoy me. Like, there's only a couple people who annoy me, and they're nobody in our community. I'm very chill. But like, say I don't enjoy, like, say people keep leaving like shit comments, like I'll just block them. Like, if someone comes to my comment section, like recently, I might as well talk about this because I blocked him anyways. I made the Gideon video, right? I made that Gideon video, and because I'm going after a predator catcher, right? Automatically people assume that you're going after them because you yourself are a pred. That's like the argument that people have been making. If you have any sort of criticisms towards predator catchers or the people behind it, their community is so fucking retarded that they just go, yeah, this guy obviously is a predator. It's fucking so dumb, bro. So anyway, some guy just like commented on my video. Two guys did. It was like a fucking collective group of people. They commented on my Gideon video and they're like, yeah, you're definitely a pred. And the other guy said, guys, we have a cupcake lover in this video. And so I just blocked them. I'm like, go fuck yourselves. Like, you don't just say that shit to people. Being someone who covers these pred allegations, you don't just call someone it just because you disagree with what they're saying. And it's like, guess what, motherfuckers? People can be shitty and still be pred catchers. People can be shitty and still donate money to causes. People can be really fucked up people and hide behind a community by pretending they're good. And guess what? You can still fucking criticize them, and you can still criticize them, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it because these people are grifters. Guess what? Gideon doesn't actually give a fuck about children. Gideon is a piece of shit, and he hides behind the predator catching community because they defend him, just like how he hid behind the Christian community because they defended him. Right? Like, that's what he does. He hops on whatever community is going to defend him. Right? Oh, let me hop on the right-wing community next. Let me hop on the left-wing community next because people will mindlessly defend me. Right? I think I made a lot of good points in that Gideon video that I feel like a lot of people noticed. And I finally like put it all in kind of like a concise, nice video, laying out everything I wanted to talk about. And because Gideon is a predator catcher and he's catching predators, that must totally mean I'm a predator, right? Because I'm against him. Even though, guess what, guys? Just because someone's a predator catcher doesn't mean you can't fucking criticize them, retards. But most of these are just children, so you can't really say much about it because they actually don't know any better. They don't even have fucking object permanency yet alone you can expect them to make a actual adult decision and realize not to blindlessly defend someone just because they do something quote unquote good. Like, shut the fuck up. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has had so many fucking controversies, right? And a lot of them are actually like something worth bringing up, something worth criticizing Mr. Beast over. But, because he does charity work, he doesn't deserve criticism. That's not how the fucking world works. There's a lot of shitty people in society who have donated to charity. Now, I'm not saying Mr. Beast is one of them, right? You know, I don't really like Mr. Beast, and some of his controversies are really bad. But, like, obviously, there's been really bad people in history who have donated and still turned out to be shit people that deserve criticism. Like, these people are so fucking brain dead, bro. You know, honestly, me and my friends cut up too. Like, me and my friend Dante, he always calls me a cracker, and I respond by calling him a granola bar because he's mixed. But yeah, exactly. Like, there's banter you can have with your friends, right? It depends on context, bro. Depends on context. Not like DJ Academics context where you're like flirting with a child and saying really creepy shit to a child. That's not context. But like fucking around with your friends, that's context, bro. As a sorry, 1 sec. I gotta drink water. Holy shit. We've been streaming almost for 3 hours, guys. Fucking W. This has been my longest stream in quite some time. I think that's worth liking the fucking stream, bro. Usually I don't stream this long, so. As an emissary for the black community, I revoke EDP's membership. He's now officially a Mexican. There you go. It happened. It's done. It's done. It's over. Plubius is a Sigma. Fucking, I want someone to put in an edit of me and then just put like the Sigma, like the. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, dude, I don't think I'm a Sigma. I think I'm a fucking whatchamacallit. A gooner. Just kidding. I don't know. I just say what I say and I say what I mean. So I'm going to be blunt. I honestly don't believe that any kind of slur should be restricted to be used by literally anybody, regardless of the race, unless it means to an offensive way. I mean, if you look at like the iDubbbz take, like this was iDubbbz take back in the day. It's like it's either everything's allowed or nothing's allowed, right? Like it's confusing why certain words are gatekeeped versus others. Which I don't like necessarily agree with that statement, but at the same time, I can like get behind the idea of the statement, right? It's kind of like, yeah, why are we gatekeeping certain words, but like allowing others, right? It's weird. It's weird how society like back in the day, retard used to be a massive thing, and then you couldn't say retard, and then recently it seems like you can say retard, right? And same with the N-word. It seems like the N-word where you couldn't say it all. Oh, but you can, certain people allow it. Obviously. Some people allowed the pass, but then you can't say it at all. But then certain, like, it's just confusing, man. What are the rules here, man? Casey Anthony is a woman who got away with unaliving her 3-year-old daughter, Kaylee Anthony, back in 2011. Jesus Christ. How do you even get away with that shit, bro? True insults are meant, not said. Yeah. Don't people hide behind anyone who defends them? Yeah, I mean, it's a little different, though, because, like, obviously you're going to have a fan base, right? Like if you get bigger, you're going to have a fan base. But the thing I'm trying to get at is Gideon went to the Christian community. So anytime you criticize Gideon, the Christians, I'm not saying all Christians, I'm chill with Christians, right? Praise to God and all that. Like I'm religious myself, but like a lot of people from the Christian community were just going and leaving really shitty comments on people who are criticizing Gideon. Right. So now he's out of the Christian community because, obviously he's not fucking Christian. I don't know why people keep thinking he is. He then went right to the predator catching community, another community that blindlessly defends people, right? Look at what's his face? Look at Vitaly. He still has little fucking kids running to his defense saying how good he is, even though that guy's a fucking scam artist and a fucking fraud. But he still has people defending him because, on paper they're like, oh, you're going after a predator catcher. If it quacks like a duck and looks like a duck, even though that's the most fucking brain dead, low IQ argument you can come up with, you can still criticize people, even though in your eyes they're doing a good thing, right? Gideon is not a perfect person by any means, and he has a lot of fucking skeletons in his closet. And he jumps to predator catching, and now these predator catching watchers or fucking weirdos are now being like, yeah, so we're going to defend Gideon now. It's fucking stupid. Even though I've made no comments about how I hate predator catchers, I think I actually respect some of them. I think a lot of them do really good work. And I'm even going to say Gideon recently has also been doing some decent work with getting predators caught. but he still deserves criticism. Like, it's such a fucking stupid defense. It's like such a low IQ thing to say. Like, oh, you obviously must be a predator if you're going after a predator catcher. Yeah, okay, bud. Okay, go back and drink your sippy cup and go watch Coco Melon. Like, but yeah, no, technically every community defends each other, but like I feel like the Christian community and like religious communities and predator catching communities and like grifting communities, they defend a little bit harder because they fundamentally have a lot in common with the person, or they're attached to the person through some sort of parasocial, I don't know. I'm selling our hands now. It's up to the God what he wants to do with Gideon, EDP, and the rest of all I can do is really talk about it at this point and just spread awareness about Gideon and shit like that. That's really all I can do. All I am is a voice, right? Like that's kind of the whole thing with me is it's just I'm a voice, dude. I just talk. And it's up to people how they view it, right? I talk and I make content. That's all. I'm a content creator, right? Just because I use a real miner as bait for EDP, that does not make me a groomer. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think what Gideon did was so incredibly fucked up, and like people are like, "Oh, it's in the past. He's much better now." Yeah, but that's still not just like a whoopsie, right? Like he put a miner in fucking danger. Like I feel like most parents, even people who don't have children or family, they understand that that's not okay at all, especially for content. It wasn't even for anything. It was for content, bro. How's that any different from like Jack Doherty getting into a car accident with his friend in the seat, right? Like it's really not much different. You're putting someone in danger for content and then you're profiting off of it. Also, you're going to keep the stream up so I can watch the replay? Maybe. I might, dude. I don't know. A lot of people like to fucking report my streams. They don't really fuck with my videos, but some people do like target my streams for some dumbass reason. I think it's because I fucking say some crazy shit in these streams. I say a lot more crazy shit in these streams. I'm a lot more open in these streams than I am in my videos. Pluvius, you are a trill wigga. Thank you, bro. That means a lot. I'll change my name to that now. It's the symbolism, I guess, and who you're using it with. Yeah, I saw somebody looking at one of your videos and they laughed at a lot when you called EPR belly. Yeah, that turned out to be kind of like a big thing, didn't it? Like even like JDon reacted to that clip, and a lot of people were like commenting about it in the comments. I mean, I don't know. It's not very original, right? Like I feel like that joke's been made before, but just something I said at the time because he was like saying he was going to shit on a miner. So I'm like, oh, R. Kelly pissed on a miner, so fucking R. Belly. Right? I don't think it was like the craziest thing I've ever said, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people really like that joke. I don't know. I don't think it was like a great joke. I'm not like a comedian. I'm not known for like my comedic takes or anything like that, but a lot of people like really ran with that joke, which is cool. I mean, a lot of people laughed at it, which is fun, but especially since it really made sense during that part of the video. I keep trying to back up your streams to the archive, but they vanish so fast, Lamau. Yeah, because I usually delete them pretty like soon after. I mean, I've been leaving my recent streams up. I haven't been deleting my recent streams because like I don't really see the point. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep this one up. I probably will. I didn't make a video today either, so why would people target your streams? You seem really chill. I mean, I don't know, man. People have their reasons, right? Like obviously people have their reasons for shitting on me, like either EDP fans or they just don't like me in general, or they don't like my videos. It's fine. I mean, I don't expect everyone to like me. I don't really care. But I think it's, I don't know, it's just people beefing with me and content creators and shit like that. And people trying to troll. I think a big thing is like trolling small content creators. I don't know if it's me as a person they're trying to troll, but I think it's just being a small content creator. Our belly is a good joke. I mean, it's all right. It's an all right joke. Bombi says, hi, what up, dude? What up? Honestly, I need to ask your advice on something. Dude, shoot. I'm not a therapist, though. I'm a fucking YouTuber, but yeah, go ahead, shoot, bro. I'll give my best take, some fucking 5-headed take here. If you're asking about anything in crypto, I know nothing about fucking crypto, okay? Don't take my advice on crypto because, I sunk about $500 into Hawk Tua coins. So if anyone has beef with you, then why didn't they ask for it back? I don't know, dude. I've had beef with content creators before. It usually gets like squashed though. Like I was beefing with what's his name? The one EDP guy. We beefed for like a day and then we're chill now. He's an all right dude. I've beefed with like other people too. I've beefed with a lot of content, like bad content creators, like what's his name? I've beefed with, lolicon YouTubers before. I've beefed with obviously the EDP community. I've beefed with them. I've beefed with Gideon. I've beefed with Gideon's manager. Like, unfortunately, like especially with Rince, I don't know if I should really talk about this, but people join his Discord and put some really crazy shit in his Discord, and usually those people are just people he's talking about, right? Like that's the thing is like, someone like Rince, he makes a video about a shitty actor in the YouTube community. Well, that shitty actor has really fucking shitty people within their community, and they end up raiding Discords or spewing lies about Rince or myself or shit like that. It's kind of the unfortunate nature of going after bad actors, right? Because they're bad people, right? I beefed with Jared Genesis, dude, like, which is fine because I don't really care about anything these people have to say. They're garbage human beings with a garbage community a lot of the time. So, like a Luzuki, why the fuck would I care about what a fucking dog fucker has to say about me, right? I could give less shits what this guy has to say about me. Fuck him and his community. Like, it's as simple as that. I was thinking about enlisting into the Marines Corps so I can be a combat medic, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I mean, that's a question that like you really gotta think about because it's like, dude, it's like, do you really want to risk your life for something that you don't know what you're even going to be fighting for? Right? That's what a lot of Marines. I have a lot of Marine friends, right? I have many Marine friends who join the Canadian Armed Forces and stuff. And they say, like, at the end of the deployments and stuff like that, you really stop and think and say, what are we fighting for here? Because back in the day, you used to fight for freedom, right? But like now it's like you're fighting for political, political diplomacy, right? And shit like that, right? You're fighting for oil, you're fighting for fucking resources. And it's like, is that really something you want to do? But don't get me wrong, it's very beneficial to join the army, right? They pay for your schooling, you make a lot of really good friends. And based on what you're saying, it sounds like you want to actually like be a medic and help people out, at the end of the day, it's really up to what you want to do. Are you doing it for the experience? Are you doing it because you feel like you have no other option? Are you doing it because that's genuinely what you want to do? Because no matter at the end of the day, if that's what you want to do it, right? If something's telling you to do it, just do it. Not in an EDP way, but like, you know what I mean? You sound like a character straight from the class of 09 with your accent and everything. I'm going to assume that's a compliment. So thank you. Plubecast. Diddy, after sharing a cell with our Kelly, I just got peed on. Jesus Christ. You guys are something else tonight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the water tonight or it's a Monday night, but you guys are going crazy with these fucking messages, man. How to get EP arrested? Simple. Get a large animal cage and see the cupcake in the middle of the trap. Easy win. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Did you hear that shit that happened to his server a couple nights ago? Yeah. Unfortunately, I was asleep during that time. I had work the next morning, so I wasn't like really paying attention. But yeah, I saw the aftermath, and man, like people are fucking disgusting, bro. Some degenerate fucks. Someone else got banned on Rince's stream like a week ago because they were saying some really fucking terrible things in the Discord chat. I don't know what it is with Rince's Discord, but it's not like getting raided, but there's a lot of bad actors joining it. It's obviously it's people he's probably talked about or people within those communities, like I've had people from just Gooby's community too leave comments on my videos. Like unfortunately, making content like this attracts a lot of good people like yourselves and stuff like that. But it also attracts a lot of really nasty fucking people because we're the only one who gives them attention, really. But the problem is we have to give them the attention to call out their bad behavior, right? So they end up getting attached to content creators like myself and try to like really latch onto them and fuck with our community and shit like that. That's the thing. That's why I said I want to train to be a combat medic so I can be saving lives instead of taking them. But at the same time, I have a loving family and a good job at risk of my life. Yeah, but the thing is, though, you can do that without joining the army. You can save people's lives without being in the army. You can be a regular medic, right? You can be an EMS. You can be a firefighter, right? Like you can be a doctor, right? You can be a scientist who comes up with like new, better medicine to save people's lives, right? At the end of the day, it's really up to you, though, right? Like, that really was a compliment. Okay, appreciate that. How do you feel about safer for work fan art animation of Vanilla the Rabbit, which is a mother from the Sonic series. I'm not too familiar with any of the Sonic stuff, so I can't really comment on this. But it sounds pretty crazy. Class of 9 is definitely a compliment. Oh, okay. Have you heard of the zombie deer virus? People say it could be spreading to humans someday. Yeah, I heard about that stuff. I kind of keep up with like the virus shit because it's like, there's a really bad stomach virus going around Canada right now. So I'm a little bit of a virus freak kind of when it comes to shit like that. Like I'm really careful about it because I got COVID like fucking 4 times. So shit like that is why I put on a strong restriction on your server that I built. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Anushi put like some very heavy restrictions on the server, but like given what I said, I think you guys understand it makes sense, right? Like there's some really bad actors that try to come after the community and stuff like that. Like even posting like, I don't know if I can really get too much into it because the guy got banned and I want to bring more attention to this issue, but the guy posted some very bad shit that like is bad, right? Like really bad shit. And how someone even has access to that kind of material, they need to probably go to jail. But that's why, because I don't think people fully understand the kind of wicked people we talk about and the kind of wicked people within their communities that will literally put some of the most heinous shit in your server just to do it. Right. And that's why like our server has such heavy restrictions about raids because we've been raided before. I think our server has been raided in the past. Somebody was like spamming gore or something. So we obviously got on top of it. I made a request in Anushi to, beefing up the server a little bit just so we don't get these things. And Anushi did a really good job. I'm very happy. Like I'm very happy and proud about the server right now. I think it's a great server, even though, it's not as active as it could be. That's obviously I obviously have dictated that too because I don't really talk in the Discord as much as I should, but it's a great server, man. Anushi did a lot of really good work, and ever since then, it's been very solid. Commentary pulls out all the bridge goblins. Exactly. Like it's just, JD on fans and shit like that. Like you just got to be like super careful. Like you can have a community within the commentary community. Like obviously it's great to have a community, right? Like these are the people who watch you and support you and shit like that. But like you got to realize that, people are going to come after the community. People are going to come after the content creator. It just really sucks, man. I don't know, man. I think I'll just give it some more time to think it over because, like you said, there's probably other ways of helping people that don't risk my life in the process. Exactly. like, you really got to think. You got to think these things through, right? Because, like, obviously, like wanting to help people is great. I think that's a really good mindset. But like, you can't really help people if you get shot. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the thing, man. Not saying that I don't respect the Marine Corps or other militaries, but I probably don't want to go risking my life when it's going good for me. Exactly. Like I'm not going to pull a fucking Frogan here and be like, oh, Marines deserve PTSD and shit like that. Because I think being a Marine is a very respectful job or a respectable job. I think it takes a lot of courage to be a Marine, and you can't deny that. However, you really got to think about what you're fighting for, right? At the end of the day, you really got to take a step back and realize what you're fighting for. I think that's the most important part of it, right? I think it's good to remind yourself that you're still a human. Well, it was fun messing around for a bit, but I'm going to bed. I got work tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Furby Guy. Appreciate your commentary in this the stream. You made it more interesting. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Really do appreciate that. I'm probably going to end the stream pretty soon here, too, because I haven't had dinner yet. And I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk. As crazy as that is for a commentary channel to say, I'm kind of tired of my own voice. So, yep, we'll probably be live for probably another like 5 minutes or so. And, you guys can say your goodbyes and I'll let you guys go on with your night, whatever you guys are up to, going to bed, whatever. Is the virus contagious? I'm not sure. I heard it's pretty bad though. And it's a possibility. If there was a virus that actually turned us into zombies, humanity would face extinction. Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Look what happened with COVID, man. I feel like there would obviously be some survivors, obviously. But the way we're so interconnected now in terms of trading and traveling and seeing people face to face, a zombie virus would fucking take over very quickly. Hi, by the way. See ya. Yeah, see ya. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I think I might go too. I can get my Lover's Embrace perk. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm just probably going to crash on the couch. If I'm lucky, I'll crash on Dean's bed. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Honestly, W stream. One of the longer ones, but just felt like a night, man. Felt like a night to stream, and obviously you guys showed up, which is fucking awesome, right? I can stream as much as I want, but without people to talk to, what's the point? right? So I appreciate you guys showing up to these streams and hanging out with me and making my Monday night just a little bit better. So yeah, I got a video coming out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that video. But yeah, anyways, W's in chat, guys. Thanks for a great stream. It was a good stream. It was long. I'm gonna go make dinner now. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow.